What have I been sailing for? Algo dentro es un recuerdo. Our home is so much more than the place that we were born. Oh, as we sail, within us. She's a star within us, all that's burning bright, burning bright. I will captain us all forward, be the champion of your stories. As you rally here before me, you show me what we're sailing toward. No es un lugar muy, muy lejos. It's what we carry through anywhere we sail aboard. As we sail, she's still within us. She's a star within us, all that's burning bright, burning bright. There are channels to explore, miles of map to rediscover. I no longer stop to wonder what it is we're sailing toward. Alas tu voz, is a las velas. Say I proudly board the seas from which we hail. As we sail, she's still within us. She's a star within us, all that's burning bright within us, all that's burning. Star within us, all that's burning bright, burning
Testing, mic check. Cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns, cinnamon buns. Hello, friendos. My name is Nez, and once again, we are back at it again for some more Arknights, because today we're starting our story reading of Exodus from the Pale Sea. It has been a while since we've had a story reading, and this one's gonna be following up our last Iberian or Aegirian adjacent event. Last time in Path of Life, a lot of shit went down. A lot of stuff involving the precursors, the origin of the Seaborn, plus also the legacy of the precursors. Aegir revealed to the world the history of Terra, supposedly. They started contacting the Vatican after the end of Path of Life. They're like, okay, hold up. We exist. We're gonna tell you all about the Seaborn and the origins of this world. You ready? Get ready. So there's that. Why I'm saying that it might be Iberian and Aegirian adjacent is because Thorn's the Lodestar, the newest altar that we have starring in this event. He seems to be wielding an Aegirian weapon. A fancy-ass science fiction Aegirian weapon. And I'm pretty sure we didn't give him that. I'm pretty sure that we don't have pirate ships like these on Rhodes Island, so there seems to be a Iberian Inquisition headed towards the Sargonian Desert, question mark? That's the only... Well, there are multiple deserts all around Terra. It's practically a wasteland. But the most iconic desert that we know of is the Iberian Desert. The Sargonian Desert. Why? The Iberian Inquisition seems to be heading a fleet into the desert? I have no idea. I feel like we might see some seaborne in the desert. I don't know, just a feeling. There might be a few sandfish that we encounter. I don't know. The seaborne are evolving. Ever since they saw Kirsten pierce the sky veil, all the seaborne have been thinking of is, let's fly. Let's fly. Let's head upwards. Let's fly. Let's develop wings and fly. Into the sky we go. But before they can fly, they have to I don't know, man. Maybe they have to go through land first. Maybe they can skip the process and skip land. Sounds like a better idea. Maybe the seaborne can just calmly and peacefully leave Terra. And leave everyone else alone from their assimilation and evolutionary plans. That might be a good idea. Hopefully we don't find them in the desert. Surely. Aside from that, we've had a lot of development. So far, the current story of Arknights has been developing in 3 ways. We have the Beast Lords, we have the Void, which is also the demons, the Collapsals, the Seaborn. Well, that's already 3. Fine, 4 ways. No, it's mostly the precursors. The Seaborn were connected to the precursors. And then, what's the last one? I forgot. Seaborn, Seaborn precursors, Collapsals. Oh, right, the Beast Lords. And there's also the Pharmaceutics. So that's multiple ways. So, this event definitely connected to at least the Iberian Agarian part of this storyline. Why Thorns became a captain and why he's leading a pirate fleet, we still don't know yet. Although we do know that Elysium is part of the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew. So I'm down for a pirate adventure in the Sargonian sands. Exodus from the Pale Sea. Oh yeah, that's right. Rose Salt. Rose Salt's gonna be part of this. I don't know what her role is gonna be a part of this. Maybe she's gonna be a Sargonian guide with it for them. She's Arcasoria. Okay. EP-ST-1. Those who could not be contained in shacks flee from the salt flat. Adios, salt flat. Let's turn the volume up. I will take a sip of my coffee. Salt is sacred. It is within the tides, within our tears. He strains his eyes in the dark water, searching the lake bed for the faint glint of metal. He slowly paddles forward, inch by inch, fingers outstretched in the silt, but all they find are strands of water weeds. The frigid waters flow past his skin and hair. Confusion sets in. He does not know how he will find the golden coin. Don't look with your eyes. Let the water's flow tell you where to go. A voice from ashore cuts through the water. You cannot see the person's face clearly, but that gentle, friendly tone sounds reassuring. Is this a flashback of when Thorns was being taught by his master? His master was a bishop of the deep. And so he closes his eyes, feeling the water rush past him, and painting an image of the lake bed in his mind's eye. They are a solid metal disc embossed with a complex design, resting atop some wafting weeds. He strokes his face before grasping it in his hand. He swims away, the stranger's face getting clearer as he gets closer to shore. Did you find the coin, my boy? He unfurls his fingers. The gold coin resting on his palm, the circle on his face is bisected by a strange line. Somehow it resembles some distant horizon, one he has yet to reach. A circle bisected by a line. That's an image that we've seen before. It is a black hole. Where have we seen the black hole? Through the Stargate, plus also Kirsten's music video. Ah. Isidro. What's that smell? Finny. Salty. Finny. Seaborn? What is this cute little thing? Strange creature with big eyes. Wait a minute. Isn't this? I've seen this meme before. Hold up. Isn't this that funny looking fish? The one with the long name? Oh, huh. Wait, Torrance's real name is Isidro? Sticks out tongue. Bleh. Don't lick my face, little guy, or I'll hit you. Forget it. I won't have to deal with you much longer. Hey, Chaval, your food. Eat up quick. Boss wants to see you. She won't be seeing me today. Isidro pulls down the canvas hammock hung on the room, wrapping it around the hard bread and half-full canister of water on the tray. He then kicks open the chest by his side, revealing a tunnel below it. He had been digging away for it for a full week. Thorns, what are you up to? How were you captured? The strange-looking animal crawls up and nips onto his pants. Isidro watches its saliva soak into the fabric and sighs. I'm definitely not coming back here. Don't you like the little guy? It's just a little creature. It's La Criatura. Fiery woman. Javier, can I get that blade I left here last month? Oh my god! You done did it again, Hypergriff. You've done it again! I bow, I kneel, the creators of the best gilfs in gacha games. I kneel, Hypergriff! Javier! Sorry, Teach. Wasn't listening. You here for the blade? Teach? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Blackbeard? They made Blackbeard into a hot gilf? What else? Not your sweat-stained pecs, I'll tell you that much. Oh my god, they made Blackbeard into a hot gilf. Okay then. I'm down with it. They can make Nobunaga into one, they could surely make Blackbeard into a waifu. You all need to stop it with the jokes, Teach. Don't be like that. Seeing you sharpening knives in the early morn is pretty much part of the landscape by now. Look, you've drawn in the crowd, so I don't think they're here to get their knives polished. Hey there, Javier! Oh, what a pain in the... Your blade. You don't have much metal left for repairs, so I use other things to fix it up. You'll have to make do with it for a while. Bone, a real dab hand. Wanna test it? Got anything tough I could chop up? You can chop me up? I did have a hunk of dry bread, but I gave it to the kid locked in the shack. I just have a perfectly good loaf. Hey, move it already! Don't you have anything better to do in the morning? Stop blocking the damn way! Russ. Oh, it's you. And here I was thinking it was the harsh glare of dawn in my eyes. I don't have time for you and your nonsense. Quick, Javier, let's head inside and talk. Sounds like it's not for my ears. I'll be off then, Javier. Seems like the fun ended. See you tomorrow, Javier. Somehow, Thorns has already gotten himself here, into the salt flats.
Need to talk to Wana. She's gone mad. She's going to send all of us to our deaths, and you're the only one in her crew who could keep a cool head. How is that new? Over all these years, every single one of her decisions looked crazy at first, but turned out to be exactly what we needed, right? Getting in touch with that caravan a decade ago was a huge gamble too. Here we are, making a good living selling antiques we dig out of the salt flat. Nobody took our side back then. Everyone else was too scared of those money-grubbing merchants leaking the location of our fleet to the Inquisition. But Wana got them to see what the real value of the deal was, and made them an offer they couldn't refuse. This is different, Javier. Totally different. Doesn't matter, Russ. She's our boss. I'd say she earned our trust. He wants us to go back to sea. You really going to back her on this? You really think this is the way forward?
Nope. The sea is dangerous and full of terrors. Even with the path of life. Then again, hold up. Is there a truce with the Seaborn now? If I remember correctly, ever since Ulpianus took control of, well, baited the Seaborn into creating the path of life themselves, there should be a safe path. There's, at this point in the story, there should be safe passageway through the ocean now, because of the path of life. Interesting. The Inquisition wants to go back to sea.
'Cause it's not. We're all just gonna end up in a watery grave. Show a little faith. She found the compass and a caster to fix it up. Everything's going to plan, no? Even if you don't give a damn about what happens outside your kitchen, you must have noticed the thin shit you've been getting to cook with lately, yeah? Look, here are the bales of the wood she's been buying up. All of those rotten old ships, all to head back out to that sea of hers. You know how expensive wood is. All that coin could have made our lives much cozier. We wouldn't be slaving away every day pickling saltfin livers for garum, I can say that much. Just go talk to her, before she's done too much damage. After hearing some real nasty talk around town, folks are getting restless. Fine, I'll have a chat with her. Don't forget, Russ. Without the local Wana, our grandparents, our parents, us, none of us would have been able to live out here in the salt flat.
Interesting. And Thorns escaped. He's free. But where's the little creatura?
Strange. Where did that cook go? The one always sitting outside. Mierda. Are they trying to take me back?
Man turns a corner, aggression apparent in his footsteps. Isidro quickly hides himself in a shadowy corner. But the man walks right by him, swearing up a storm as he goes.
Idiots! You blasted idiots! Just you wait and see, that puta's going to get us all killed!
He called.
Clear your head, Kesk. You've been eating that girl's herbs on the sly again. My head's clear as day. It's yours I'm worried about. I can't be the only one with a problem with how she's been leading us, can I? You're all just too yellow to say it. Cowards, the lot of you.
Vete a la mierda. If you're going to spew shit, do it at home.
But am I wrong, Teach? Don't tell me you trust that loca too.
We're talking about two different women here. Interesting. Wana and Teach are two different people.
Have you been taken in by her salt-damned lies too, Javier? Kesk. Hey, cool it. He's just a little upset.
Is it two different women, or is Wana and Teach the same person that they're referring to?
Say that again. Say that again. You know I'm right, Javier. All those years of licking her boots, shouting aye aye, Captain, and all her shit. We all know you're a loyal beck beast. So put down that knife of yours and go crying to Mama like always. You!
Javier grabs Kesk by the collar and lifts him up, slamming his back into the wall. Javier's face is calm, but the fire in his eyes burns bright, nearly bright enough to sear holes into his target of ire.
But are you going to start a fight? If they do, I may as well make a break for it. Ugh! Don't you ever spew that Finn shit ever again, not even in your sleep. You hear me, Kesk?
Kesk can barely breathe as Javier presses into his neck. Nobody dares approach the two, only silently passing them with their heads lowered. The people in the sheds lining the street shut their windows tight, one after the other. In a flash, the street is empty.
Ugh. Let him go, Javier. He's learned his lesson.
Not here, Javier.
Answer me! Ugh. Now, run along home, Chaval. Remember what you learned today. Remember it well.
The hell was that, Javier? You've never been that reckless.
Reckless? No, he was just making it clear to everyone where he stands.
Russ, relax. Just bring him a little something tonight. He'll accept your apology.
Yeah, thanks, Teach.
Javier watches the woman walk away as he stands in the middle of the street. A stray headscarf lies at his feet, having fallen off Kesk's arm as he ran. Kesk's head as he ran. Javier picks it up, bats off the dust, and walks back to his shed, closing the door lightly behind him. Also, I just realized there are whale bones everywhere. There are fucking whale bones everywhere, and this seems to be what they build their ships around. Hold up, wait a minute. What do I always say about fucking whales in Arknights? Whales are the most important creature in Arknights because they don't live in the sea. That we're sure of. Because of the seaborn. We don't see them anywhere else on Terra. Rhodes Island's map is referencing a whale skeleton. The Farenmit Ursula was a giant fucking sky whale. Where else could the whales be? We seem to have found one underneath Rimbiliton, alive and well. Meanwhile, over here in the salt flats, they just got whale skeletons everywhere. In PV4 of Arknights, we got a whole tease that we'll be seeing sky whales all over the sky in some apocalyptic looking future. The sky whales? The sky whales are being brought back into the plotline?
Good. Everyone's gone. I was afraid I'd have to wait for them to all take an afternoon siesta. Why did I even try escaping at night last time? That's when these guys are most active.
You gonna commandeer a ship, Thorns? This rinky-dink little frigate or sloop?
There. That's my way out. Just need to head down. Only 2 guards. Gotta knock them out. Say, Anna, ever thought about going someplace else? I kept some of those old coins we've been digging up. Pile off the king's face and you could barely tell the difference from the new ones. We could leave the flat behind. Go to Rimbilton, Columbia, anywhere you'd like.
No, Jose. I was born and raised here. Never even thought of leaving.
You really want to stay and follow the boss out to sea?
She's the boss.
Sea'll swallow you up.
My man has a fucking bone hook for a hand. What the hell?
I ain't afraid. She promised us. Well, what scares me is that the promise might turn out to be a fleeting dream.
If you're that scared, then go. I ain't gonna stop you.
I was kinda hoping you would. Are they done yet? If you don't want to leave with me, then at least...
At least what?
Can this guy take a hint?
Bro! You gonna cock block him?
Could you, give me a... Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Stop mumbling and spit it out already. What? Unable to bear watching the man stumble over his words any longer, the woman knocks him flat before sandwiching his face between her hands, kissing him hard. Hey, yo! Nezeru furrows his brows before looking away politely. We're not gonna watch that.
Anna.
Oh, just shut it. Sneak by.
Well, at least they didn't notice me.
This is gonna be a goofy event. Surely, maybe. I don't know, man. We got some levity going on. Also, more whale skeletons?
Phew. Need to run faster. If I'm not out here before dark. Based on the last few times, I'm definitely going to be.
What? A giant helm wheel rolls past his face before coming to a halt, stopping just short of crushing his feet. Hey, yo! We have another feisty woman! She looks very Iberian. Hold up. Mother? Mommy? Hello? Okay, so maybe they were talking about two different women. There's Wanna, and then there's Teach, Blackbeard. But she also looks kind of like a Blackbeard Gijinka. You shouldn't keep a lady waiting, you know. Now be a good boy and come back with me. Oh, okay, Thorns. Maybe we shouldn't leave. I think we got a nice set of arrangements right here, Thorns. Maybe there's no need to escape.
Shouldn't be here.
Still not giving up after all these attempts. We might not have enough spare medicine to patch you up if you end up wounded again, you know.
How did you know I was gone, Senora Wanna?
Oh. Okay, so Wanna is their captain. She's Wanna.
Made sure nobody was following me.
It's my job to be aware of what's happening in the fleet. You can't hide from my little eyes and ears. Okay, it's not like we're hiding. I'm not hiding. Besides, did no one ever teach you not to ask a lady a question she'd rather not answer? The young man does not reply, silently thinking of the sword that has been faithfully at his side for years. If he still had it, perhaps it would even the odds. He lost the Destreza! Well, explains why he has a new sword. Bro, he casually lost the Destreza off screen. But it had been shattered, just like the freedom currently within arm's reach. It had died in the salt flats, snapped in two. The Destreza got broken half! Nezeru clenches his fist, grits his teeth, and grabs onto whatever is left of his things. The lady lightly draws her sword, her stance relaxed. Out of my way. Thorns, we should just accept our fate and accept the imprisonment by the incredibly hot pirate woman. Ugh. After a few sword strokes, the unarmed man falls defeated. Face in the salty sand, he could not protect even the last of his belongings. Thorns, you're kind of a boy failure. As Wanna ties him up and heaves him over her shoulder, Ayo, he feels something in his heart silently shatter. Ah, youth. Never knowing when to give up. No matter how many times you're beaten down, you're already dreaming of the next attempt. If you're that desperate to leave, then fix that compass for me. Oh, that's why they have thorns. They're trying to fix a compass. God damn.
How many times do I have to say it? Only an alchemist can fix it, and I am no alchemist.
Oh, then care to explain where that gold coin of yours came from?
I stole it.
You are a terrible liver. Liar, Joven. Joven? On its face is a mark only a few know of. The mark of the long-lost school of alchemy. The knowledge they passed down helped countless fleets find treasure in the seas. But after the profound silence, their disciples were imprisoned, and their works destroyed. So tell me, why are you holding on to that coin despite all that happened to them? You got us there.
I don't know anything about that. No, nothing at all.
Oh, what a stubborn young man. How about we change the question then? How did you dig that tunnel of yours?
Oh, the escape tunnel. An animal did it. Yeah. The bread you gave me was really hard.
Oh, what a clever boy! Thorns, I think we got a good set of arrangements right here. I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like we got a safe valley right here. The plungiest of V-necks. My oh my, I really must thank you. You've worked so hard keeping watch over him. Why, if you hadn't informed me right away, he might have actually gotten away. Yes, I know he's not the best behaved prisoner, but that's why we have you, isn't it? You really are our cleverest, sharpest witted, most amazing little... No! No! The saltfin, la creatura! Nene. Mouth. Spins excitedly. You were the guard dog keeping watch of Thorns! Don't get too excited now. There are still many difficult duties ahead of you, and you mustn't take them lightly. No. I have faith in you, of course. Alright, off you go then. Don't let that boy learn who you are. Mouth. Come in, Javi.
Pardon me, Senora Juana. I hope I'm not interrupting your time with Nene.
Mouth.
Don't give me that look. Got a little something for you too.
My, what a fine little ball of bone. Did you carve it?
See, out of bone shards that broke off some of our older weapons, else they'd have gone to waste. I wanted to give it to Russ as an apology, but he won't open his door for me.
Oh, I did hear about that. You shouldn't be too hasty, Javier. As our fleet's bosun, Russ has every right to question my plan to go out to sea. Are you attacking one of his men right in front of him? And you attacking one of his men right in front of him can be seen as a rather harsh warning. Considering your recent promotion to main chef, best keep a low profile. Some things are better left unsaid.
I think he's the one who needed that advice.
Just let him be, Javi. I don't pay it any mind, so why should you?
Because I know our boss isn't a madwoman playing around with other people's lives.
Well, aren't you sweet?
We do get that compass fixed. Can it really tell us how to avoid the sea monsters and find what we need?
Of course. I would never lie to you, Javi. Huh? Doubt? The salt flat won't be able to support us for generations to come, while the sea is an inexhaustible font of resources. Now that we have both the compass and an alchemist to fix it, this is a chance for us to turn our lives around. We can't afford to miss it.
Aside from you, none of us have even seen the sea, or experienced that age of gold and plenty. I've been living in the flat for as long as I can remember, but the old cook said that only a century ago this was fertile soil. What if that bountiful sea of yours has already become just as barren as the flat, after the profound silence? This magic compass of yours can't guide us back to the past.
The tides will wash away my footprints. The wind will scrub away the foam from the waves. But the sea and the shore will stand forevermore.
What?
Just an old poem, Javi. Unlike the land, the sea is tenacious. Though it may be infested with strangely fleshed beasts, it is still abundant with precious lifelines waiting for us to find them. Like the lighthouses? The compass, I think, should lead to lighthouses. if the alchemist technology was derived from Agirian / precursor tech, I feel like the lifelines they're talking about, if they existed before the path of life, they should be the lighthouses.
It was once ours, and it can be ours once again. I want to believe you, I do. These rumors, you have to prove yourself in front of everyone, show them you're not talking nonsense.
I will.
Right. I did as you asked and went by the shed. There really is a hole there. We'll fill it up tonight. What should we do about the boy? Can't stay there any longer.
Don't worry, I've already found a place for him. Can we get lodgings with you, my captain, oh captain? Captain, oh captain! We wish to lodge in thy bosom.
But where? You mean my place, then no.
Don't you worry your little head over it. You'll see on your way home. Huh? Part of the ship? Part of the crew?
Damn little brat. This peg leg you sold me is pure garbage. 2 days and it's already split in twain.
Ah, conniving vendor. It just needs a bit of spit polish and glue and it'll be as good as new. Are you a Doran or are you an Agirian? The sharp ears, both of them share sharp ears. Oh yeah, never mind, I forgot. I completely forgot the thick tail she has behind her. She's Archosaurian.
You sack of fin shit, how about I rip your leg off and use that instead?
Hey, settle down now. I'll take the leg back, no need to get violent. I've got a knife, don't come any closer.
Yeah, right on time. Help me catch this little wench.
Out of my way, idiot!
Troublemaker.
What? How that hurts!
Give him back his money.
Let me go. I'll tell Juana you've been bullying me.
Lose your head, Chica. This isn't somewhere you could run your mouth. Not like those cowards in other towns. If you mess with us, we won't bother locking you up or putting you on trial. Left hand or right hand, choose the one you want to keep.
How dare you? If it weren't for me, your boss would never have gotten a hold of that compass.
Care to try your luck?
Fine. I'll return the money, but you gotta give me back that peg leg.
Not on my life. If it's stuck to my leg, it's mine.
You're no better than a pack of bandits.
Glad you finally come to an accurate assessment of us, Senorita.
A slip of the tongue is all. Here, the money. Adios.
What was the boss thinking, letting that dastardly little girl like that aboard our crew? She's got her reasons. I heard that kid ran off again. Why not break his legs and be done with it? Now she's gone and strung him up here, ordering us not to touch a hair in his head. Seeing that grumpy face of his pisses me off. You don't know how much I want to give it a good punch.
Thorn strung up in the middle of town.
Hey, don't go, Javier. I was just thinking out loud. Hey. You've been running around all day. Want some water? Loud beast got your tongue. I won't surrender to you lot. That's how you want it, Cheval. Just here to give you the bad news. Afraid you're going to be out here like this all night. Whatever, I don't care. Good to hear.
Just strung up upside down in the middle of the campsite. The dawn light falls upon the coin, and a stray ray reflects onto Isidra's eyelid, causing him to blink. The light wanders, and the circular marking on the coin begins to ripple. He begins to feel discomfort and hands the coin to the man ashore, though the man is in no hurry to receive it. Instead, he grabs onto Isidra's legs and lifts him by the feet. Is this a flashback to when he was wading the waters for his master? So he found the coin in the water. Interesting. And then his master hung him upside down. The boy struggles, and the man ashore begins to speak.
You have nowhere to go, my young friend. Come with me. They call me Awless. You have my thanks for finding my coin.
The rays of the setting sun seep through the cracks of the salt ship frame, shining onto Isidra's eyelid. He blinks in discomfort. People walk by, and none can resist snickering at him as they pass. He feels a little dizzy. The faint laughter causes his cheeks to flush, though it might just be the effect of being upside down. Out here in the salt flats, simple tents and ramshackle shacks are put up one after the other. Enormous salt ships are berthed on either side of the road, like a herd of slumbering sea beasts. Upon their masts hang great sacks of gathering rainwater, flapping in the wind as they await clouds to pass overhead. Upon the road, people walk shoulder to shoulder, laughing and squabbling, until all of a sudden a quarrel breaks out, which soon escalates into chaotic all-out brawl. And in the quieter corners, some are pulling their lovers in close for an intimate kiss. These guys really are a bunch of barbarians. Why'd I even come to such a lousy place?
Good question, Squala. How did I end up in this den of thieves?
Not too sure myself. Pasquala? That's her name? Okay. EP-ST-1. Upside down on the pale sea. As he gazed at the pale sea for the third time that day, he realized he had fallen into a predicament. Yeah, he's upside down. EP-1. Two weeks ago. Flashback. When are we gonna get Elysium? Is Elysium gonna come and save him?
Beginning recording. My sandboard is heavily damaged, and I can't find the materials to repair it nearby.
Sandboard? That's how you traveled around?
As for my water reserves, they can only last me one more day at most. Thankfully, the next supply point is only half a day away. So many messages. Really? How long have I been letting them build up?
It's been a while since we received any news from you, Operator Thorns. Remember to report your position when you have the chance. By my calculations, our mission routes will overlap a bit. If we can find the opportunity to meet up, I've got some spare supplies I can share. Hey Thorns, how's your trip to find the super ultra cool sword techniques going? Any good news? Who is this? Elysium?
Forget it. I'll reply once I'm done walking. This region between me and the supply point. All the map shows is a name. Palido. Pale sea, huh? Hopefully it's not a real sea.
Hopefully. We're gonna find out how the Distressa broke. Out in the open wilderness, sand rides along the wind, bringing with it a salty, finny smell. Sunlight pokes through the gaps in the dark clouds, while long, dry riverbeds boast only a few bushes and shrubs. Some rustling among them proves that this so-called wasteland is not completely devoid of life. The young man pulls out a rope and ties together a few planks. Once he's done, he steps atop them and takes a leap. Sandboarding. All of a sudden, the waves come to an end. A great cliff has sundered the earth. As he looks down, Isidro sees a pallid white sea. With all his strength, he climbs down the cliff. Once he touches down onto the pale sea, he reaches down and sticks a hand into the bone-dry seawater. Salt crystals. There's no water here. There's only a pale salt. Studded with countless skeletons, the remains of whatever unlucky creatures were swallowed up by this place. But the only thing on his mind is that somewhere, in some nook or cranny he cannot see, there is something flowing, rushing. He stops sliding on his makeshift sandboard and reaches for the sword at his waist. That's odd. Can there be anything alive here? Sand fins, salt fins. Lisan al-Gaib? Sandworm? The ground beneath his feet shudders slightly. The layer of salt slowly subsides around him. The trembling intensifies as the indentation in the salty ground approaches him at a high speed. There are fins in the salt flat? Was he attacked by Nene? A gigantic beast breaches the salt, catching him off guard. Its sail-like dorsal fin looms overhead, and its pointed armored snout is shaped like a colossal lance. It barrels into him and he is thrown off his feet. His organs feel like they are being rearranged as he arcs through the air before he slams into the ground and blacks out. As his consciousness fades, he sees the giant fin beast dive back into the salt, leaving no trace in its wake. Good thing it wasn't hungry. Were you attacked by a narwhal? A sand narwhal? Ah, that's how they found each other. Just my luck. That damn Alguacil doesn't know when to give up. He even chased me all the way to this blasted land where nothing grows. Mierda. Ran too fast. All my water spilled. What now? This is just salt. Patooey. Without water, I'm not gonna make it to the town of Aaron. Huh? What's that? A gust blows past a pile of salt and dust, revealing two motionless legs sticking out from beneath it. Just some other unlucky soul who wandered into the salt flat without knowing what he was getting into. Your bad luck is my good fortune, though, amigo. A full bottle of water. Excelente. Glug, glug, glug. Ha! Let's see what else you got. Oh, did he? Did she grab the compass off of Thorns? The hell are all these bottles and canisters? Those are dangerous chemicals you should not be messing with. They deal poison damage. Ugh! What in the blazes is that smell? It stings! Whether it's medicine or poison, it should still fetch a pretty penny. Rhodes Island pharmaceuticals. Whatever, mine now. Huh? Foreign money? What, you expected to find a money changer out here? Not even foul beast shit here. But I might have a use for it later. Mine now. The girl sifts through the man's wallet, finding only a few silver reals alongside some foreign coins and a meal voucher with Rhodes Island cafeteria soup ticket written on it. At the bottom of the wallet, a glimmering gold coin catches her eye. She reaches down to grab it, flipping it a few times as she retracts her hand. On one side, there is a circle split by a horizontal line. On the other, an inverted triangle. Ha! A black hole on one side of the coin. An inverted triangle on the other side. What does that mean? Inverted triangle. It's heavy. Must be pretty pure. Wait, I feel like I've seen these patterns before. Aren't they what Juan is looking for? Shame. Why are you even lying out here dead anyway? Well, you've been so generous, I can at least send you off on your final journey, amigo. Here, have a proper burial.
Is nothing but a body hollowed out by greed. They take from others for their own benefit, but satisfaction ever eludes their grasp.
The moment she hears a sword being drawn, she knows it is too late to run. She looks behind her, her body trembling as her muscles refuse to move an inch. Oh, who is this? Hold up. This is the Inquisitor we saw as the boss fight for this event. Seems to be... Are they a bird? They're a bird. They're Iberian. Yep, they are a bird person. A cleric of the Inquisition walks towards her, his hand cannon and rapier decorated with the ghastly bleached bones. Deep contrast to the unusual solemnity and grace of his colleagues. Who is this Kefka-looking ass? All in Iberia know the sheriff's name, but also know how close to madness his mind runs. None dare call him by it to his face. Behind his back, they only ever call him by his title. The Alguacil. Alguacil? Alguacil? The unreasonable, unfeeling, uncaring Alguacil. The Alguacil that inlays his weapons with the bones of criminals as a warning. The Alguacil that will chase a criminal to the ends of Terra and back. Who is this Kefka-looking ass?
I have come to free you.
Oh, wait a second, this is all a big misunderstanding. Who is this stranger? Stranger danger, stranger danger!
My head hurts. My mouth is full of salt.
No, I don't want to die! Mercy! Ah, save me!
What's going on? Why do you struggle? Your death will free you from this eternal torment of sin.
Oh, most holy Senor Anastasio, please let me go. See reason, please. Someone forced me to do it. Really, I swear on my life, I don't even have it anymore, honest. If you don't believe me, search me. I don't have any compass. If you let me go, I'll take you to them.
If others may impose their greed upon you, then so too will your greed corrupt others. All who have been tainted by avarice shall receive judgment.
Oh, he kind of crazy. Oh, he's lost it. I don't think he's part of the Inquisition anymore. I think he's a lone wolf. Lone bird. Ah, someone save me, anybody! Swing. Oh, that's how the Destreza broke. The Alguacil's rapier sweeps across her face, but before it presses against her neck, a black sword swoops in from behind, knocking aside its point. A golden liquid drips from the black sword's edge, sizzling as it eats away on the salt on the ground, an acrid scent spreading from the splash.
Run.
The dead guy's alive!
I am currently arresting a criminal who has stolen a forbidden relic from the Inquisition, Senor. I did not mean to disturb you during your repose. You're with the Inquisition. Before you shield this vermin from justice, I pray you shall first ascertain if all your belongings are still on you. What? My wallet! Your swordsmanship is impeccable. It should be used to shelter the innocent, not harbor criminals.
Yeah, mierda.
What is this?
Isidro pats down his body. In the depths of his pocket, he feels something small yet hard. An irregularly shaped piece of metal. At first glance, it looks like detritus from a factory, but after careful examination reveals the fine alchemical symbols etched across it. Is that the compass? Holy fuck. It does look like a black hole. If you look at it from a certain direction, it looks like a black hole. Wait a minute. Layers of rust on it appear to have been some kind of liquid, but even so it shows a gleaming luster under the sunlight. And it seems we have discovered where Senorita Pascuala hid her ill-gotten gains. Hand it to me, senor, then leave in all haste. This is compass filled with corazonics. I thought all the products of alchemy were destroyed. Corazonics? Oh, and here I thought that none sinless in Iberia would yet recognize it. The alguacil turns his rapier towards Isidro, his severe expression shifting towards quizzical. You have piqued my curiosity, senor. What relation have you with the wanted criminal Aulis? Or rather, where was it you came into contact with him? Oh, okay. Wanted criminal Aulis. His master? The church of the Bishop of the Deep? I have so many questions for you, Ager. How is it you could recognize a sinful product of alchemy, with but a single glance? How is it you know of a long-erased school of alchemy? It's none of your business, Alguacil. Oh, but it is very much. You see, most of the disciplined students have died by my blade. Isidro considers saying something, but the alguacil's rapier is already pressing against his throat. So, you are unwilling to submit to the law. The alguacil pulls his sword back as he shifts his center of gravity forwards. The blade in his hand spins once before coming down in a brutal chop. Isidro's intuition as a swordsman tells him that this man is a lunatic. Not even the most unorthodox of fighters would wield a rapier in such a crude manner. The gold gleam of the blade's edge flashes past his eyes. With an instinctual flick of his wrist, he blocks the savage blow. A rapier's not made for slicing. Isidro laughs inwardly. Brandishing it like that will only cause it to snap. A rapier's made for piercing. But then comes a brittle screech of shattering metal, and he sees it in his own sword that is snapped in two. Half his fractured sword is stuck point down on the salty soil. Blood drips down his cheek. Lay down your arms. Run! The alguacil casually brushes aside the rock the girl threw at him. The second he does so, Isidro runs off to gain some distance. As he runs, he senses familiar vibrations coursing through the layer of salt underfoot. The pain in his jumbled organs crawls up his nerves once more. The alguacil's footsteps approach him as the chase continues. Isidro's mind races. He grits his teeth, and without looking back, he sets his sight on a giant skeleton in the distance poking out of the salt. None may leave before I have the truth of the matter. You always talk this much. Just a little faster. There's a fin beast underground that he's trying to bait out so he can escape. Huh. As he runs from the man hounding him, Isidro holds his broken sword high, doing his utmost to fend off the alguacil's attacks. He looks behind his pursuer and sees the layer of salt subside, a familiar furrow appearing on the ground once more. The alguacil stops. He too has sensed the vibrations. An earthquake? Looks like this is your first time here too. Before the words have finished leaving his mouth, the colossal fin beast breaches the ground in front of him, sending its prey flying. As he flies through the air, the man's limbs splay out like a rag doll.
After a moment of soaring, his graceful arc through the sky comes to an end as he meets the ground. A puff of salty dirt wafts through the air as the sound of his landing echoes through the dry air. What? He has not fallen in the most comfortable spot in the salt flat. A sharp bone spur has pierced his body. His blood trickles down the skeleton, staining the pale salt below red. He just flew like a fucking cartoon villain and landed on a sharp bone. Phew. Is he dead? If he isn't, we're in a whole lot of trouble. If he is, we're in a whole lot of trouble later. What do you mean, senor? Did you put this thing in my pocket? It just fell in as I was pulling you out of the salt pile, honest. Do you believe me? My pockets have zippers. Allow me to beg for forgiveness for my transgressions, senor. Still, we're both alive, right? Why didn't you run when that alguacil was attacking me? Would you believe me if I said I found a conscience? Maybe. Look, if you died too fast, I wouldn't be able to get very far anyway. Not to mention, you still had the compass. The buyer paid a lot of money for it. If I did try to book it, all that hard work would have been for nothing. Where are you headed? Huh? You might have been the source of my problems, but you also helped me out, so I'll return the favor. I'll get you to where you need to go, then we're even. Huh? Then we're even? You haven't even considered going on an adventure with me? Or we could part our ways here. You stole from me should be enough to keep you going for a while. I'm heading into the town of Aron. On that hill over there, but it's a good 2 days walk from here. 2 days? Half a day should be plenty. Huh? Really? The girl senses the underground vibrations closing in on them once more. A towering dorsal fin breaks through the salt and sand, rapidly approaching them. She gawks at him incredulously, but he looks back with steely certainty. Mind if I borrow your rope? My sandboard's broken. Lisan al-Gaib! He's gonna ride the sand beast. Lisan al-Gaib! Iberia. Not Iberia. Iberia. Stop hitting it so much, you'll crack the wood. I just wanted to make it sturdier. It's sturdy enough already. You were the one who fixed it up in the first place, unsatisfied with your own work. Senor Silver said this is how I should do my work, if I want to repent. What's the sin this time? The widow looks like she's about to give birth. She won't let me look after her. She must still be haunted by my past sins that caused my wife's death. This is divine retribution. I think she just doesn't want to remarry. What are you talking about? It's been 2 years since the town has seen its last birth. I have to help take care of the child, no. I would never have such ulterior motives. That's a good point. Most of the people young enough to have kids have already gone. All that's left here is us old-timers. Wait here and... Wait, over there! Santo Cielo. Santo Cielo? The sky is full of salt. Salt fins. Is it a salt storm? Doesn't matter. Just run! Ah! Salt storm. Is this the kinds of catastrophes they have out here? The cloud of salt and dust swallows up the fleeing townsfolk as they scream in fear. Soon after, colossal salt fin parts the cloud, revealing 2 people riding on its back. One in front of the other. The young man in front pats the salt fin as he extracts a broken sword from its body. They rode the salt fin. Lisan al-Gaib. The salt fin digs into the salt crust with its pectoral fins, giving the man a resentful glare before it departs. He pays no mind to it, instead meeting the townsfolk's fearful gazes as he approaches them. Sorry to trouble you, senors, but is this the town of Aron? Who are you? What do you want? Isidro, I'm here to find something. Here, my travel pass. Travel pass? Did Senor Silver say that nowadays there's a lot of ager coming ashore to help us rebuild? Does he look like he's here to help? All these outlanders bring with them is disaster. If I'm to die today, then let me die blocking your way.
Huh? What are you talking about, senor? Hey, let's all calm down now. This is a misunderstanding. See here, this is my alguacil's badge. The higher-up sent me and my understudy here to meet the local calificador. Calificador?
Look, it's real. Looks just like Senor Silver's. He's the student?
He had a growth spurt.
Can Ager even join the Inquisition?
It's all part of the plans for restoration. Well, technically it is true. He's not lying. Lumen is part of the Inquisition now. Although, it's kind of a half-truth.
I simply cannot keep with these changing times.
Thanks. Did you swipe the badge off that guy earlier? Just asking, not judging. You don't look so good. I can't hold it any longer. Oh. I'm just a bit seasick, sandsick from riding the sand beast. Salt fin sick. Between bursts of vomit, the girl stuffs the badge back into her bag. Wayward glance shows Isidro a dozen or so of the alguacil's belongings within the bag, alongside a few bottles of his own pauper potions. He is not entirely sure when she took them off him. Forget it. We're even now. I'll be off then. You're asking the wrong guy. I haven't even gotten to the question yet. Go ask somewhere else. I haven't even... Ask someone else! At least let me ask. I heard there's a local sword technique created by pirates. One that can be used to fight the winds and waves. Does that sound familiar? Hello, Imka. We are currently reading through EP-1 of Exodus from the Pale Sea. Thorns... We're in a flashback of when Thorns met... what's her face? The new Archosaurus. The little thieving girl. The spicy little reptile child. But pirates, Santo Cielo, Aron will be ruined once more. Oh, what? It's about rain. It's about to rain. I need to go home and take in the laundry. Go away. Vete. Isn't this your house right here? Also, isn't this the driest part of Iberia? We're still in Iberia. Okay, so the salt flats finally confirmed we're not in Sargon. We're still in Iberia. As he voices his doubts, he hears a clattering of footsteps behind him. He turns to see the entire street devoid of people. Polyvision Museum skin just dropped. Am I gonna see it? Polyvision just went live? Maybe some other time. As he sweeps his eyes across the street, doors and windows slam shut one after the other in raucous cacophony. Is it actually going to rain? There's rain in this part of Iberia? The lump of meat in his mouth is shriveled and dry. One of his left molars is loose and hurts like hell itself, leaving him only to mash the meat with his right gums. Madre told him that this was the last of the food in the house. He thinks about how she looked as she threw it on the ground, so tender and caring. He thinks about how she looked as he picked it up, so cold and cruel. Such contradiction. He blames the jumbled memories of the hunger on the hunger, just as he does not remember if it was Madre who struck that molar loose, or if it was just a new one coming in. The hunger is too great. He swallows the lump of meat and mumbles to himself. This is the last portion. There's none left after I eat it. Wait, who is this? Who is this anyway? Where can I find more? There's a sound of a knife being sharpened from outside the door. He remembers hearing this noise before
Padre disappeared.
Hold up! What is this cannibalism? Wait a minute. Lump of meat. Hold up.
The ghastly truth dawns on him as he feels cold all over. He recalls how Madre opened the door as she held the meat, a terrifying smile on her blood-stained face. She bade him open his mouth, bade him chew, bade him swallow.
Oh, cool. Just a little cannibalism dropped into Thorns' lore. Into his backstory.
He licks at the empty sockets in his gums. He had hurt once, they don't hurt anymore. It is only because of the sin that he yet lives. He should stretch out his neck and await the axe. In death, all things will be washed away.
Just a teensy bit of cannibalism.
The scent of dried blood upon the sharp bone spur has drawn all sorts of small bloodthirsty beasts.
Oh, never mind. This is... Okay. This is the Inquisitor's backstory. It's not Thorns. It's the Inquisitor. The crazy Kefka-looking motherfucker. He's just a cannibal. He wasn't a cannibal on purpose, though. His mother was kind of crazy. They cannot stop themselves from crawling towards a gruesome wound. First come insects bearing wings, landing upon his chin, crawling across his pale lips, then his cheek, before finally stopping atop his eyelids. Just as they are about to enjoy their meal, the man's eyelashes begin to twitch. Just a casual cannibal. Not a competitive cannibal, just a casual one.
Anastasio, you sinner. Since when was it your time to die? Those ensnared by greed, corrupted by the compass, yet they roam free, yet commit evil.
I feel like you should probably go to therapy. Maybe it's too late for you.
You must find them, purge their avarice, end their suffering. This is your duty.
You should probably get your baggage in check, dog. You're carrying a lot of baggage from your childhood. From your cannibalism. The man slowly pulls himself off the skeleton, the bone barbs and hooks tearing at his flesh as he does. But he does not tremble in pain, not even once. Anastasio walks deeper into the salt flat. Behind him, the beast hungrily paw at the trail of blood. Well, he's certainly not dead, considering he's the final boss of this event.
Pasquala, you made it! Here I was thinking you were buried in the flat.
Huff.
You're as pale as the salt. Run into something on the way.
Shut up, Teach. Oh, it's Teach. Okay. Bring it back to me, Hypergriff. Run it back with the Gilf Blackbeard.
Shut up, Teach. Let me in already. You wanna come in? Did you get what the boss asked for? Of course I did. Not just the compass either. I got another big haul too. Senora Juana's been looking for an alchemist and I've got a lead. So I can come in now? Of course, Master Thief Pasquala. You honor my humble abode.
So she was the one that led Thorns to the pirate crew. After he saved you.
Anchors away, hoist the sails. High winds a roar, our clothes a tore. Winds drown our drunken haze, and lights our heart ablaze. Ready ho, sail forth, south 1,000 ships break port.
Yet another reminder that I'm tone deaf.
At dawn we break charge ahead. Wah! Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
This alley is your house, senor.
That cardboard you've got over your head is my bed, Joven. Joven? Sorry, I saw it by the garbage bin. Didn't think anyone wanted it. Mind if I hide from the rain here? I'll go once it stops. This town hasn't seen a drop in over 2 months. Even if it is going to rain, mind putting down my bed. Here, you can use my blanket.
At least he's nice.
Thank you, senor. So, what are you doing here, Ager? I'm looking for a local sword technique. The legends say the ones who devised it were... A few months ago I heard a technique that can fight the wind and waves, and decided to come here to learn it.
But your sword's broken now. How are you gonna learn a sword technique if the distress is broken in twine?
It's mighty brave of you. Don't you know the Inquisition's been cracking down on pirates these days? I'm not interested in becoming a pirate. I just feel like my own swordsmanship's been lacking. Swords are for cutting people down, not cutting through the waves. Besides, why do you want to learn it anyway? Heading out to sea.
Okay. Interesting. Now that the path of life is open, Thorns wants to head out to sea. For what exactly?
Too many questions, senor. There's always folks believing such foolishness. If you'd come by half a year earlier, I could have brought you to the guy you were looking for. Back in the day, he learned a thing or two from those pirates, always bragging about how he could chop up the sea itself. In the end, he was just like me. Kept running back to town, wanting to die in peace and quiet.
Did he leave anything behind?
His diary. Took that to his grave. You'll have to dig it up yourself. He knew someone wanted to learn that sword from him. He'd be so happy he'd jump right out, bones and all.
Dead guy. He has a diary somewhere. We're going grave robbing. I was being sarcastic. We are going grave robbing. With a shovel by his side, Isidro cracks open the coffin. He brushes aside the grains of salt that fell aside, exposing a lustrous red flushed corpse. The corner of the book pokes out of his clothes. Isidro gingerly pinches the book and pulls it away, doing everything he can to keep the flimsy paper made brittle by salt intact.
Is this a diary he mentioned? It's too tattered. I can't read a thing. Did I just inhale bits of paper? Damn, that's salty. Should look elsewhere.
Elsewhere? Where else would a wicked grave robber and cannibal such as yourself want to spread his evil? Oh no, wait. Is this where we found out? Is he back? Nope, never mind. It's... What?
Grave robber. Cannibal.
I've been watching you creep about the cemetery molesting its graves. I've caught you red-handed. Are you looking for Alguacil? You seem to be part of the Inquisition.
I can explain, senor.
Senor, do you not know who I am?
Do you happen to be a local celebrity?
I'm a cleric of the Inquisition, in charge of inspecting the entry permits of all visitors at the town gates. So if you don't know who I am, then how did you get in here? Oh no, there are more of them! Guards, arrest this man! Oh, this is a problem. And this happened 2 weeks before he got to the pirate camp. Oh, another Inquisitor. This one's a lot more sane looking than our Kefka looking motherfucker. Oh, it's Silver, the guy they were talking about. Senor Silver.
Are these petals crushed enough?
Dr. Anyora. What? Oh, more or less a few more times and you can start blending in the oil. Why are your hands shaking?
Must be mistaken.
Taken? What was taken?
I said you must be mistaken.
About what? What are you on about? Still that much shaking. Have you been drinking again? You're the town calificador. You shouldn't be drinking. Wine is sinful and brings only harm.
You said so yourself.
I may have had a few cups with the representative of the wine caravan as we talked business, but it was all for the sake of securing the town's future. How is the window doing, Doctor?
Oh, the widow. Oh, right. The new child is about to be born.
The who now? Speak up.
Senora, you're delivering a child!
The potter's widow! She's giving birth in a few days.
Gaining girth, and now gluttony, yet more sin.
I said, the widow is giving birth.
Senor Silver.
Dios mío, you scared me. Didn't I say to knock before you enter?
I heard you shouting and assumed you were in danger.
I'm fine.
Aside from that, I have something to report. We've captured a lunatic, a blasphemer in the cemetery east of town. He was stealing corpses in the cemetery.
What? I thought that with enough food we could avoid such a tragedy happening again.
If I may, Senor Silver, a full belly is not enough. When you first brought the holy law to our town, you cleansed us of our sins, but now, not only have your prohibitions been lifted, we have not heard your sermons in a very long time. Sin flourishes once more. It is inescapable.
Is that what you think?
Which is precisely why you cannot allow this vile blasphemer to spread his evil in town.
I shall arrange his sentencing.
Oh, what of old Palo? He was seen talking to the blasphemer for quite a while at that.
No need. Palo may have associated with pirates in his youth, but he wouldn't have the nerve to break the law.
But
I said there's no need.
Sir, I believe we should at least keep an eye on him.
We could discuss this later.
Digging up a grave? Don't tell me he was about to,
Sinner! Sinner! Our home is no longer pure. Calamity comes once more.
Padre Calificador, I beg you, kill him, cleanse his sins. Don't let us be visited by disaster again. Stop that.
Senor Isidro, is it true you were stealing from the graves of this town's residents in the middle of the night? I don't deny being in the cemetery, but
What?
Oh. Pascuala.
Isidro, amigo, I never took you for a grave robber. Of all the things to steal, corpses. Really?
Little girl, you were stealing from his corpse.
Makes me right sick, it does.
This little brat.
Might I remind you, Pascuala, that you're chained up too?
Oh, both of them are chained up.
Silent sinner! You'll be on trial next.
What are you even doing here?
Old habits.
Both of them are chained up.
What did you take?
She's about to be executed.
Don't blame me, that girl ran afoul of her bad habits. Barely out the door and she was already off to pick the pocket of the best-dressed man in town. Who happened to be the Calificador Silver. Oh my god.
Her skills, not even the Calificador could have noticed her.
He didn't. She was caught in the act by one of his priests giving a report.
And what about the alchemist she mentioned?
We know where he is.
That's good.
He's about to be hanged, right alongside her.
So, how many of those priests do they have at the execution?
12.
Your crew? We should be able to handle them. Let's go.
Your crew? Who is this nun?
Senoras y senores, according to the laws of this town, these two criminals will be hanged by the neck until dead. I hope this will serve as a warning to not allow your souls to be tarnished by sin. The time has come. Execute them. You don't look worried at all.
What's there to worry about?
We've got a way out of this then.
Not at this exact moment, no, but it's all about the timing.
The girl turns her head, looking to the side of the gallows. The warrior priest has his hand on the lever, ready to pull it. Waves his hand. It's Javier! Pirates versus priests.
Ah!
My hand!
But bandits! Bandits!
Oh, what sins have committed to deserve such punishment? How should I atone?
Repel them! Protect the civilians! Cover Calificador Silver's retreat!
Forget me. Evacuate the citizens. Charge, you lazy sons of salt fins. Charge! Don't let those poor bastards bite the dust.
Yarg!
Those bandits are here to rescue their friends! Get information and stop them!
Die!
Oh! Who dare plunder this town so brazenly?
Oh. Just a casual amount of people dying for the lives of our two new operators.
We'll handle this lot, Javier. You save Pascual and the boy. Quick like.
I owe you one. Don't let them have their way.
Yes, sir!
Keep it quick. There's no time to waste. Anyone gets in our way, cut them down.
Aye! Yarg!
Cut them loose, quick.
On it.
Took you guys long enough. Quick, get me out of these shackles. It's starting to chafe like you wouldn't believe.
Whoa!
Yow! My wrist! You call this a rescue?
Like I told the boss long ago, you're nothing but trouble.
Yet here you are saving me from the gallows.
You too, Chaval. Let's get going. And borrow a sword. Here, catch.
Well, at least we have a temporary sword. Don't even think about her running, boy.
You expect me to lay down and die, senor? Nice moves. Just gracias.
Hey, is this really the time to get all buddy-buddy? How are we getting out of here?
Shut your mouth and follow Teach. She knows an alley leading out of town.
An alley? I guess that'll do.
Follow me.
Wait, Teach? Is that supposed to be Teach? They're heading south.
South. It's a sheer cliff. What are they up to?
You're nuts! What alley? This is a cliff! There's an alley if you jump down. Please tell me she's joking, Javier.
Run faster. You'll need the speed to make the jump.
Huh? There's a ship waiting. Silently speeds up.
Don't tell me you're going along with this plan.
Any better ideas?
I think you've got brain problems, amigo. It's just up ahead. 3, 2, 1, jump!
With a decisive leap, the bandit jumps down the cliff, knocking loose rocks that fall alongside her. After a long silence, a distant muffled thump can be heard coming from the bottom. Pasquale watches Bandit and Boulder alike disappear off the cliff's edge and gulps in fear.
Ugh.
It's a dead end up ahead. There's nowhere to run. Get them.
Jump already. They're about to catch up.
Pasquale looks at the cliff, then back at the warrior priest pursuing them.
No, I'd rather get cut down than jump.
Zip it.
Hey, what are you doing?
What? With the girl tucked snugly under his arm, Isidro takes one last look back. Then he sets his sights firmly ahead and leaps down the cliff, a screaming Pasquale in tow.
Ah! You lousy piece of fin shit, I'll remember this.
There should be a ship below, right? We're not just jumping to our deaths, surely. Ah! In the midst of her panic, Pasquala feels herself land on something soft, quite unlike the solid ground she expected. As she opens her eyes, she sees a giant cloth used to catch her. Huh? It's the sail!
We're safe now. They caught us with their sails.
Oh, there was a boat at the bottom of the cliff.
She looks around. Enormous bones prop up the ship's wooden hull, while layer upon layer of canvas and fin leather sails throng the mass, scattering the sun's light. The fiery wind powers the complex of legs at the bottom of the hull through complicated transmission system, the legs sending the ship scuttling over the salty soil with their powerful strokes.
Still calling yourself a master thief after that courageous display, Pasquala? Ha! A good thief acts with thorough planning and caution, not reckless daring-do.
Stop gabbing with her and get changed, Teach. The helmsman's injured and I need you to take over.
That's my gilf right there.
Didn't like that outfit anyway. Way too tight around the bodies.
Well, this outfit is no better, but sure. Sure! I bow, Hypergriff.
What's that you're carrying?
Food and water. I spotted their granary earlier, so I snagged some in the chaos. Set it alight before I left too. They'll be busy putting out the fire to worry about us.
Brother, they don't have a lot of food in Iberia. You didn't have to light it on fire.
Not half bad, you bastard. Now put your backs into it, ladies and gents. We reach home tomorrow night.
What are you looking at, Cheval? You're falling over the railing like that. First time in Marpalido. The ship is unusual. It's almost entirely wood and bone. Must be a lot lighter than the average land ship. Of course, our salt ships are the only thing that can cross the flat. If you tried it with those heavy iron beasts, they'd just get stuck in the salt. Fascinating. You don't look the least bit scared. Didn't you hear what the townsfolk called us? Bandits. Got guts saying it straight in my face. I mean, you saved me from the gallows, didn't you? Still, why run with us? The townies will brand you as one of us now. Do you know of a sword technique that will let you cut through the sea's wind and waves? Sword technique? You having a laugh? So none of you know. Never heard of it. Where's your ship stopping? One off. Who can do, I'm afraid. You're heading back with us. Sorry, but that's not in my plans. Not my problem, Cheval. Don't say that. I'd rather not have to draw my sword against the one who saved me. Get that you're a dab hand with the blade, bud. Gah! You need to watch your back.
This little feisty brat.
Heh, all these years as a thief and not once has anyone spotted me as I make my move.
Except for the cleric that spotted you and got us into this shit show in the first place.
That was enough dizzy leaf smoke to keep him asleep the entire trip.
Don't get cocky. So where's the compass the boss wanted? Put a lot of work into saving your sword behinds, so don't disappoint us now.
You wound me, senor. I've just delivered you more than just the compass. I got you my amigo over there too, didn't I? In fact, considering the added value saving me is not enough, I'll need a little something extra to make it worth my while.
You think we're just gonna take your word for it that he's an alchemist? Wait till the boss checks him over before you run your mouth again.
Fine by me. Whatever's meant to be in my pocket will find its way there eventually.
Huh.
Anyhow, where's the kitchen? I'm always a little peckish after staring death in the face.
Second floor in the stern.
Just gracias, senor.
And that's how we got to our predicament today. But also, this spore This poor starving Iberian town? Their food reserves just got burnt down? What are we gonna feed the baby? Ah! Ah!
I'm only going to remove the bone spines from the wound, not amputate your leg. Only the most vicious of bandits would make barbed blades like this. Bleeding stopped. Hold on a little while longer. I've already sent someone to get Dr. Anyora. When she's here, we can have a better look.
You mean the doctor who doesn't quite have it anymore?
At ease, you seem fine. You'll be better after a few square meals. Senor Calificador, we put out the fire in the granary, but there's nothing left inside. I'll think of a way to feed us. Oh, what of the doctor? Her legs are not so good at her age. Did you not help her over? She's gone. Then, where is she? Wait, what? What happened? She was knocked over by the bandits and hit the back of her head. She is no longer with us.
Okay. Just hitting us with the old... The pirates are very much the bad guys here.
I see. Senor Silver, are you... Did that hurt? Sorry. Bear with it.
She's giving birth, Silver. The widow's giving birth right now.
Uh-oh.
Might be because of the bandits' attack, or not. Can we have the doctor see her first?
Wait.
Where's the doctor?
Don't ask. I'll check on her myself. Don't shake her. She won't be waking.
Senor, Senor, the child.
Child too.
No! Both the widow and the child died.
Senor, you.
Clerics, guard the bodies. We'll bury them tomorrow morning. Sir, prepare a birthday beast. After the funerals, go and search for Anyora's son. You must ask him to return, no matter what.
Anyora's son? No, wait a minute. Is the crazy doctor? Is the crazy doctor the mother of Kefka?
This town needs a doctor.
Oh wait, never mind.
As I recall, she was teaching you some of her craft, was she not? A man who has only just learned how to make ointment cannot be considered a doctor. Otherwise, the widow and her child would not have died. Now go, back to work.
Through the tightly closed shutters of their windows, the people of Aron can see a faint pink light floating through the fog-choked streets. Silver does not know when it became dark. It feels like it was morning only minutes ago, when he was tidying up his robes for the execution. But now, those robes are stained with blood. Not the blood of thieves or blasphemers, but of the townspeople. Out of nowhere, he sees another pink light across the street. Uh-oh, it's Kefka. A gaunt, lanky man with a bloody hole in his abdomen, large enough for him to see right through it. A man calmly walks towards him, as if nothing is wrong.
You need assistance, senor. You look gravely wounded.
I am fine, Senor Calificador. You, on the other hand, look most pale indeed. I am an alguacil, newly transferred. Might you require my assistance?
Well, they're gonna hire him to hunt down the bandits. The pirates.
Ugh,
I must say, I didn't expect you to sleep so well hanging upside down, Joven.
This sort of thing happens to me a lot. You get used to it.
Your old shed's as good as new. Remember to thank Javier? It took him all night to fill in that hole of yours.
Would have saved him the effort if you just let me go.
Yet you're the one giving himself nothing but trouble by refusing to fix my compass. Do that and you're free.
I told you, I don't know a thing about alchemy. It's not going to change no matter how many times you ask.
You're lying. Send him back to the shed and skip the bread for his meals.
No, Thorns! Just comply. Just comply with the strange looking woman. Brother. Was that only EP-1 or? Okay, that was only EP-1. Hold up. Just making sure. Okay. EP-2. Treatment by limb amputation. Don't worry about your injured leg. It won't hurt out in the flat. Only the survivor feels pain. How many stories are there? That's quite a few. Ah, Blackbeard. Well, you don't so much have much of a beard as much as you also don't have black hair. You're always looking out to sea when you're alone. When I was a wee babe, you'd pick me up, point out to the distance, and tell me that if I kept going that a ways, I'd see an ocean bluer than the sky above. How old is Wana? You're telling me that Wana is older than Teach? Wait a minute, what are you? Then again, hold up, Aegirians do have a long lifespan. That is true because of Aegirian technology and healthcare. They have the longest lifespans on Terra. They've been around for like hundreds of years. Even... What? Even Capitan himself from Stultifera Navis was on that ship for a long time. That was 50 years ago. You mean to tell me she's at minimum 50? Hypergriff? I bow, I kneel? There's things that happened 100 years ago you still haven't forgotten, Senora. 100 years? Oh, my little Perlita. If you had captained the ship across the churning waves like I once had, seen lightning crash into lightning between the clouds, heard the unending peals of thunder, you'd never forget a moment of it in your entire life either. I'm mighty curious though. What's this sea the old folks keep going on about really like? I've lived in this flat my whole life, so I don't get it at all, no matter how much I rack my brains. Before my old man died, he'd talk day in and day out about going out to sea, about how he followed you and Captain Cruz. Captain Cruz! Wasn't he the captain of the Stultifera Novice? In filling your holds with treasure, so full your ships would be low in water. Was that a different captain? There are a few captains in Arknights. There's the one in the Stultifera Novice, there's Pancho. But Pancho's not really an Iberian captain. Pancho is more like a lake captain somewhere in Siesta. He's not an ocean captain. He's not a real seaman. Your father was the nimblest top man I've ever seen. He'd climb masts like he was going for a stroll in the garden. Shame there's not many sailors left who've actually seen the sea for themselves. And that's my biggest worry, Senora. Even with the compass leading the way, we lack seasoned sailors. When it comes to the sea, Perlita, we are all reckless, ignorant children.
Nowadays, it's starting to feel like even heading out into the flats more troubling than it's worth. A little foul beast told me that a particularly astounding fellow has come to Aron, and in the process cut off nearly all our trade routes. But they finally decided to take us seriously. He managed to sniff out all the sites we use to contact caravans like some kind of beck beast. A few decades ago, the useless bastards in town couldn't even spot our footprints.
Are they talking about Alguacil? A foul beast. Yeah, he's a foul beast. He came to Aron, and they cut off the trade routes. Dang, he works fast. 2 weeks.
Stealing the compass out from under the noses of a massive garrison. To the Inquisition, it might as well have been both humiliation and provocation. They'll do whatever they can to find us. It won't be easy. We're running out of time and the boy wouldn't budge. What do we do, Senora? What if he's telling the truth? That he's not an alchemist? I'm absolutely certain he is Perlita. The coin on him has the symbols of salt and water on its faces. A set of symbols particular to a school of alchemy. And that particular combination means look to the sea for life. I am familiar with the coin's former owner, Ollus. He was the most talented of the alchemists. Moreover, the boy has the same style of swordsplay as him. Even their speech has similarities as well. Even if they knew each other, that doesn't mean he taught him anything. The coin could have been a gift. No, if Ollus gave that to someone, it could only mean he had unusually high expectations for him. According to their traditions, the coin can only be passed from teacher to student. So why won't he admit it then? That puzzles me as well. I've already made it perfectly clear he has nothing to fear if he cooperates.
She has red eyes, which kind of makes me think of the Abyssal Knights. Young Isidro bites down on the root of his tooth with great force, but he cannot stem the flow of the stinging pain bubbling from his gum. Before him, a former classmate's corpse lies under the foot of his mentor. Flashback. The corpse's long, cold limbs are lined with an azure mucus that makes him retch. Yeah, confirmed. His mentor was definitely a Church of the Deep. He's got that seaborn dog in him. Through the tears in his eyes, a gentle voice, like flowing water, pierces the depths of his heart.
Why do you wipe away your tears, Isidro?
You killed him.
The sea and the land are as one. To mix them together is nothing more than erasing the barriers between them.
Wait a minute, no! He's not. Wait. Ollus wasn't the dead one, it was his classmate? Wait, he killed? So his classmate was seaborn infused. He was infected, but Ollus was the one who killed him? He's not Church of the Deep? Or is he?
He decided of his own free will to embrace the salted water flowing within his body, to share all of his existence with us.
With us. You're speaking in the plural. The seaborn plural, us.
Be not afraid. Be not hateful, derisive, loathing. Shut not the windows, bar not the doors, close not your heart. No longer shall there be polluted blood or shameful pain.
So Ollus is anti-seaborn? Question mark?
There will come a day when we all give their all to each other.
I'm not quite too sure. I'm kind of getting mixed signals here. Suddenly, the corpse on the floor jerks like a fin out of water, letting out a gargle of what sounds like grief before falling flat once more. Isidro watches the corpse's eyelids slowly lift, revealing the eyes of some unfamiliar creature. He's got double eyelids! Its lips open wide, and a voice, human yet inhuman, warbles out.
You are the same
as me.
Okay. He is Seaborn. He is a Church of the Deep. They didn't retcon it. Except... Interesting. He seems to have separated from the Hive. No. Or was he talking to Thorns? I'm getting mixed signals.
I will never be like you. I won't.
Good morning. You were having a bad dream? I'm getting mixed signals from the flashback. We confirmed that Aulus is an alchemist, but from the previous backstory we've had of Thorns, it was implied that they were a Church of the Deep, at least a bishop, or something like that. But they killed the Seaborn in the flashback. I mean, it would be interesting if they were separated from the Hive. And Nene, hello, mouth flops about, claps fins together. This is the guard dog that'll keep you here. You nibbles ferociously.
Ow! What are you doing?
Nene twists around his leg, trying to use his rotund body to cover his foot. A variety of sounds leak into the shed from his surroundings, some weeping, some arguing, but mostly cursing. Isidro hopes that they aren't cursing at him. Wait, he freezes in place as the gears in his subconscious mind begin to turn. He sticks out his head, no guard outside his door. How unusual. Free reign to escape? It's not like Nene can keep you there. A line of people walk through the middle of the haven, their heads hung low, their clothes smeared with blood. Those at the back of the line are dragging planks behind them, with people sporting heinous wounds lying atop of them. The wounds are so deep their bones are visible, bandaged only with rags. Their blood has soaked into the planks, leaving behind long red streaks on the white salt. Only the occasional gasp stands as proof that they are still alive. Only half of them made it back. What happened out there?
The Inquisition Capullos ambushed us at dawn on the only road out. A lot of our mates gave their lives to see us live, though everything we had to escape.
I mean, you guys also burned down Aron's food supplies and killed a lot of people back there.
Townsfolk don't have salt ships. How they get deep enough into the flat to even find you? Who knows?
It's alguacil.
Like ghosts. Like they don't feel pain. They don't even fall down if you cut them open. They just get right back up to attacking you instead.
Are they zombies? Were they reanimated?
Clerics in town barely knew the blade from the hilt. How could they pull off something like this?
Well, well, well. There seems to be some black magickery afoot. Some dark arts.
Oh, there you are, Teach. Where's the rest of your men? Managed to get done what needed doing?
Heavy losses, just like you. There's another crew I haven't heard a peep from either.
If this goes on, we won't even have enough men to continue salvaging.
Peach is about to say something when she spots Isidro among the crowd. She walks over, grabs him, and drags him to Russ. Well, that was quick.
How'd you get out? No guard at the door.
Bring him with you.
Me?
Aye.
I say nay. I'm saying nay too. This is your problem. I'm not getting involved.
If you want to eat, you have to work, Chaval. If not alchemy, then you'll have to offer something else.
Why not just let me go already?
Don't even think about it. Let's prepare yourself to spend the rest of your days here. We're sorely low on manpower.
Is that how you become a captain? Just because most of the people here have died out? Is that how Thorns rises up the ranks and leaves Rhodes Island? You leave Rhodes Island! Your lovely doctor who spent so much time drinking with you and Elysium together for a hot granny out in the desert. Okay, to be honest, I don't blame you. Stop pulling me.
Morning of the day after tomorrow. Russ, bring your boy here. I'll go tell the boss.
Also, which reminds me, Elysium is gonna be part of this crew somehow. When does Elysium show up? Elysium will show up to save Thorns and then he just gets dragged in with him. They both go on a silly road trip together. Well, sand trip. You know what I mean. Sea trip, sand trip.
What even is going on right now?
Mouth.
You wanna come along too?
Nods fiercely.
No.
Ah. Ah.
Weedy! I also forgot that Weedy was part of this?
Put the luggage down here, Leaf.
Elysium! Speak of the devil. Wait up, Weedy.
I don't understand. Why did you bring so much stuff with you?
I haven't seen Thorns in a while, right? As his best friend, it's only natural I have a few things to give him. This motherfucker. He brought gifts, he brought gear.
Could have let Leaf carry them.
Why bother? This is barely any.
Mierda, the box broke open.
Help tidy this stuff up, Leaf. Not a big bag. Cleanser, lotion. Ugh, that's heavy. Why so many skincare products?
Elysium, I don't think this is for Thorns.
How else am I supposed to protect myself from the scorching sun? I'm not having a repeat of the tragedy from my last holiday.
Bro, you went to siesta.
Holiday? Aren't we here to find Thorns after he went missing?
He's a big boy now.
He can handle getting a little lost.
Let's see, what's in this bag here? Oh, right, clothes.
You really need an entire suitcase full of outfits for this mission.
As a representative of Rhodes Island, it's very important I maintain a certain image.
Wait, so which of these were you giving to Thorns?
The package there. The one you're stepping on.
Sunscreen, waterproof, cooling, whitening. Does he really need any of this?
What kind of friend would I be if I let him burn to a crisp?
He's got more melanin than you do, Elysium. Than the majority of characters in Arknights, actually. Most. 99% of the characters in Arknights. Hypergriff.
Well, you know him better, so if you say so.
Hey, careful with those. Watch what you're throwing.
Someone's coming. We shouldn't block the street.
They've arrived in Aron.
Will you be holding a sermon for us tonight, Senor Alguacil? Also, I must thank you. My wife used to sneak into the kitchen every night to eat the grain we stored away, while keeping to the teachings against gluttony by day. But ever since hearing you preach, she hasn't sinned even once. Your teachings have cleansed her soul, and for that I am grateful beyond words. I merely shared with everyone all of my worldly possessions. You are far too humble, Senor.
Senor Alguacil, allow me to hold your hand. Such frightful events happened in Aron recently. I am terribly afraid.
You may if it brings you comfort.
While I have never sinned, I was wondering if you could lay your hand atop of my head.
All right, no crowding, one at a time. Control yourselves. Think about your request before your turn comes. Do not take up too much of the Alguacil's time.
Okay, so maybe the warrior priests weren't turned into zombies. Maybe they were just trained in the 2 weeks since Kefka arrived.
The locals here seem a little odd.
Elysium saw.
Probably because they trust in the Inquisition.
Maybe. I wonder who's in charge here.
May I help the two of you?
That would be amazing. What should I call you, amigo?
The whitest man in all of Iberia. On second thought, maybe. Never mind.
Anastasio is my name. The dude's really popular.
That's for sure. Everyone also seems to stop to greet him.
Calificador Silver is waiting inside. Pray, enter.
Pray return to the Rising Sands.
The burden of those cursed with charm. I know it all too well, amigo.
Shut the fuck up, Elysium. Burdened with charm.
Pardon. Is this man your...
Oh, we're just colleagues. Honestly, I barely know him.
Weedy, wait! What do you mean you don't want to associate with Elysium?
I'm afraid we do not have what we need to hold a proper reception for you, my guests. The town's granary was recently burned down by bandits, so I'm afraid we're all going a bit hungry before the next caravan arrives. Don't worry about it. We brought our own food. I am truly sorry for this.
I believe we have yet to formally introduce ourselves. This is Field Operator Elysium, and I'm Engineering Operator Weedy, both from Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals.
You're an engineer, then?
Yes, I am.
Are you familiar with the mechanics behind wind-powered light land ships?
Well, my specialty is in bioengineering, so I can't say I am too familiar with mechanical engineering. However, based on my limited knowledge, I'd say it would be difficult to realize. It's different from seaborne ships. If the materials aren't robust enough, the ship will fall apart the moment it tries to move.
What if we use steel for the keel?
I'm afraid that would make them too heavy. That's precisely why it's difficult to make wind-powered ones.
Was it Weedy that taught them how to make sand ships?
Then would you say making such a land ship is near impossible?
No, I'm sure someone could come up with a design. Once you manage to work out the kinks, the actual construction shouldn't be too difficult. Well, if we're talking about today's Iberia trapped in its own web, it wouldn't be much difficult than making a traditional land ship.
I see. Look, I'm terribly sorry, but shouldn't we, talk business first? For example, the whereabouts of my friend, my amigo. Just me, forgive me. I got carried away. Could you describe him for me?
Well, this is gonna be awkward. So, he probably has the darkest skin you've ever seen in your life, at least out here in Iberia. He's handsome, he's tall, he's kinda got a rebellious streak in him. He carries a bunch of vials.
Wait, that's crazy. There's no way. There's no way he'd do something like that. Calm down, Senor Elysium. I was simply stating the facts.
What you're saying is that a Rhodes Island operator colluded with bandits from the Salt Flat, both in stealing the corpses of the townspeople and arranging a rescue from his execution.
He never mentioned Rhodes Island during the interrogation, but the crimes are real. There must be some sort of misunderstanding here. I regret to inform you that all the information we have points towards him being this criminal.
Look, Elysium. Things happened. Things happened. People had to adjust to the circumstances. Nene's here keeping watch of Thorns to make sure he doesn't escape. Mouth.
I said stop following me already. Show Nene a little more respect, Cheval. Treating it the way I would treat any of you. She clearly isn't respectful enough. Nene is far more useful than you are. I thought it would be your emergency rations. It's practically the boss's heart and soul. Who dare harm a scale on its head? Besides, it's got far sharper senses than any of us out in the flat. How else are we supposed to find anything under the salt? What are you looking for? What else? Relics of the Golden Age. Sometimes high-tech curios, sometimes luxury items of whatever else. Good money either way.
You're looking for relics. There are lots of relics out in the sea. The pathways have opened up. The path of life.
But doesn't the Inquisition crack down on these sorts of excavations for Golden Age antiques? They may not like it, but the caravans sneaking into Iberia sure do. Trade these trinkets for water and supplies. Beats begging, that's for sure. So it's smuggling. Hey, don't give me that look. You think it's easy living out here? But you, Cheval, every last one of the materials we got you for your alchemy, down to the smallest fin bone, was brought by the blood, sweat, and tears of our crew. So think it over. If you know you can't do it, then don't waste our booty. What are you suggesting? Do a little hoo-ha during your alchemy. Show the boss you failed. Give her a reason to back down from this madness. Can't you just, I don't know, let me go? Also, why not just tell her that yourself? Don't want her to think we're against the plan. You respect her. Fear her. Fear? Well, I suppose she is an amazing fighter. There are better reasons to be afraid of her.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? What does this 100-year-old gilf have on you, aside from combat skills? Wanna stops in her tracks as though she sensed something in the wind. She looks behind her. She sees no traces of any living creature, besides her own footprints left on the desolate salt flat. She breathes a sigh of relief and continues onwards. There is a giant skeleton in front of her. Below it, a dark shadow. She steps into the shadow, disappears. Wait, what? Huh? She sank into the sands?
There was a mutiny back in the day, but only a few old bastards still remember it. Someone said, in front of everyone, she'd been working with the sea monsters. But she offered her entire crew up for freakish strength and longevity.
Is she? Hold up. Wait a minute. Well, it's not unheard of for regular Agarians from the Agarian cities to be long-lived, because they have great healthcare, the best healthcare on all of Terra. But also, what do you mean that she made a deal with the fucking Seaborn?
You mean the Seaborn? Whatever they're called. At the time, the sea had only just retreated. The monsters were still running wild. It was thanks to Captain Cruz and his crew risking life and limb that most of them were cleared out. And Captain Cruz, they all died out in the flat. Well, almost all. Juana was the only one who came back.
What do you mean? Okay, hold up. My assumptions that there's a Seaborn out here is kinda being made true.
And when she did, she took over the entire fleet. Anyone who didn't want to follow her ended up dying, one by one, on hunting trips or in Inquisition ambushes. You said these were just rumors. And Teach was, but alas, when this all went down. So you think she isn't actually trying to fix the compass to help everyone find a way out? Perhaps. Could be part of a much bigger plan. Nobody knows what she really wants.
But she is not the boss of the gameplay, so I don't know about that. The gameplay boss makes me believe that the actual antagonist in this event is going to be the Inquisitor, the Kefka-looking motherfucker. Although, 100-year-old Gilf is also kinda shady.
Are you the only one who suspects her, Senor Russ? There's a few of us. What about Senor Javier? No, That boy's never doubted her for a second. He's taken care of him so long he sees her as a mother. She took him under her wing after his mother died. Seaborn in the rumors. Have any of the sailors ever seen one? Nope, not a one.
Not a single seaborn out here in the flats. Huh. At least none that they've seen in their lifetimes.
Month. Club.
What's its problem?
Do you know of the seaborn, Nene?
Huh, looks like Nene found something. Stow the sails. You scallywags, drop anchor. We're settling down.
You heard him. Get digging.
Remember to bring your shovel and your sword, Cheval. Don't even think about running. I'll have someone keep an eye on you.
The little treasure hunting fin beast. Nene is so useful. Although, what happened with Wana? She just stepped into the shadow of the sand and disappeared in it. Hold up, wait, the sky whales. Wait. The Pharmaceutical. The large whale-sized Pharmaceutical. We saw one in Australia. Who's to say there won't be any more in the salt flats with all these bones hanging around?
Ship's log.
You recognize that?
It's something mariners used to record what happened on their voyages.
So, you've seen a lot of this sort of thing.
See, my teacher taught me many things.
Must have had the guts to do that.
So, are you going to stand behind me and commentate all day, or...?
I think it was my idea, Cheval. Boston told me to keep a close eye on you.
Oh, it's Kesk. The one who was trying to mutiny.
I'm sure you could do that without literally breathing down my neck.
Huh.
That sound. I know that sound.
Isidro looks around vigilantly, warned by the sound of the salt wind. Behind the sailor, he sees a familiar dent appear on the surface of the salt. Uh-oh! Dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Out of the way! Saltfin incoming!
Wait, what? Oh. Hold up.
You got fin shit for brains.
Meep. Meep. Hello there. Tiny little ominously blue-eyed fin beast. Do all of you have blue eyes, or is that some sort of seaborn blood kind of deal?
You shoved me aside for this? You think it was one of them giant salt fins or something?
Shut up.
If it were, the whole ground would have been shaking. One of these small fry just leaves a little dent is all. Besides, they're the same sort of critter as Nene. What's it gonna do? Cuddle you to death? What's that crazy puta even need from a guy as stupid as you anyway? Mouth. Meep.
They're the same species.
Huh.
Meep.
Oh, hold up. Whoa.
So, there's more than one variety of saltfin out here.
Yep. About 10 or so types. Big or small.
Some of your sails are made from leather. Are they...
Saltfin hide. Also use it for tents.
And the meat you bring out to dry outside?
Saltfin meat.
Or weapons?
Saltfin bones.
And those guys are...
Meh. Meep. But they ain't the same. Won't hurt them unless we really have to. The crazy puta loves them to death. Once tried to haul some of them aboard to raise them, but a day away from their friends and they lose all their spirits. She had to give up on that local plan. That's why that...
Then why's that one part of the crew?
Mouth. And it was abandoned by its mates. Couldn't keep up with them thanks to its weak body. Lucky for it, she went and picked it up. Cheap. Mouth.
Are they conversing? Is Nene asking for directions?
They're leaving.
That's normal. They don't stay in one place for too long.
One after the other, the salt fins drill into the salt, speeding off into the distance. Their tracks lace and intertwine, leaving the salt surface looking like a cracked mirror. They fascinate Isidro. He climbs up on the jagged rock, hoping to get a better look at where the cracks are headed from a higher vantage point. He stands at its peak, and to his surprise, he sees an immense gash barreling towards them, swallowing up any salt reefs or skeletons in its path. Okay, that was definitely dangerous. He realizes the salt fins weren't leaving. They were fleeing. No, that's definitely not normal.
See something?
Move! Quickly! In an instant, the ground splits into a gaping maw, threatening to devour the two as they sprint away. Kesk stumbles as he tries to flee. The collapsing earth grabbing at his ankle. He screams in terror. Isidro grabs a hold of his arm, but he soon finds out he is powerless against nature's brute strength. No, Kesk! Kesk got devoured! Just as the two are about to be swallowed whole, the collapse miraculously stops. The sailor's lower leg is wedged tight between the jagged earth, now nothing more than a bloody mangled mess. Oh, he lost his leg! That's how you fuckers lose limbs out here?
The hell's going on over there?
The salt split open! I think someone fell in!
Go have a look then, quick! I'll be going now. Get back here, you Kapula! Don't even think about running!
Who's thinking about running? You have one leg left.
Hey, don't leave me here by myself!
Crewmates will be over soon. You'll be fine.
Where are you going? Yeah.
Not sure. Somewhere you can't find me.
No, no, you can't go!
Is it coming back?
Bosun's orders. I have to keep an eye on you. Club.
Worry about your leg first, my guy. You lost your leg. Wait, what is this? Hold up. Hey, yo, why are we in a seaborne cavern? Hold up. I'll drink some coffee first. Wana, what are you doing here in a seaborne-looking cavern?
I haven't been here to see you for so long. All is going according to plan.
Huh?
Yes, we've taken a few risks, but they are worth it. Soon we will set our sails once more and return to the ocean's embrace. Are you happy for me?
What? The sound of metal scraping against stone echoes from the cave, followed by a slender seaborne, slowly slithering its way out, its form warped and twisted. So they might be seaborne that want to return to the hive, to the sea. Each of its tentacles is wrapped around the weapon. As theirs points and edges drag across the stone walls, they keen and wail. It slowly approaches the salt fin meat and slowly eats away at it, its eyes fixed on Wana the entire time. She meets its gaze, quietly waiting for the seaborne's reply. But in her heart she knows that it is no more than a beast without a speck of intellect or humanity. So she is not seaborne, but she does want to get back to the sea to bring the seaborne there. Maybe she is seaborne.
You will leave this place, this desert of salt, no matter the price.
Wana turns and exits the cave, leaving behind only the seaborne, trashing around like a caged animal now that it has finished its meal. Wait a minute, is this a love story? They said Captain Cruz disappeared with Wana into the waste, and then the crew and Captain Cruz never came back. Hold up. Is this Captain Cruz? Rocks fall from the ceiling until finally it ceases to struggle for a way out, slowly calming down in the darkness. But why does she want to bring Captain Cruz back to the sea? I mean, I can probably assume it's probably got something to do with the Golden Age, wishing for the sea, being stuck here out in the desert wastes when 100 years ago, Juana and Captain Cruz were freely sailing the seas as free as they can. I can see why they want to return to the sea outside of just seaborne shenanigans.
Dios mío, what happened here? Did that boy do this? No, it was my fault. But he ran away. Forget him, you lot come over and help him out.
Ah, my leg!
Listen, it's leg. Speak up. I don't think we could save it, but we need to call the surgeon. When's the last time we had a surgeon? Only a surgeon would know how to cut it off right, else he'll bleed to death.
I don't wanna die here.
Thorns, what did we teach you on Rhodes Island? You just left a man to die out in the waste. He was like, it's okay. Your friends are gonna come back. They're gonna save you. Surely.
Save me, Boston. Save me.
Ask
I'm here. I know what to do. Who is this?
Chaval.
Oh, Thorns. There you go. Thorns came back. Come on. Rhodes Island Operator Thorns can't leave a man to die.
He'll live, I guarantee it. Good. Get over here. Bite down in the hilt. Hard.
So they're lacking a surgeon, but because Thorns has medical knowledge and alchemical knowledge, he's probably the best that they got.
This'll sting a little. Just bear with it.
Ah!
Chop chop.
Thorns. How could they do you dirty like this? On your own wanted poster. What's with that picture?
Bro. Bro is like, they didn't get the good side of your face, my guy. Bro. They didn't capture your handsome mug properly. Why are you so quick to concede that it's Thorns now? Weren't you just insisting it was all mistaken identity?
Or what if those bandits forced him into it? Or maybe he was framed. He's not much of a talker. I can definitely see him putting his foot in his mouth while explaining himself. If he is the upstanding young man you say he is, he's surely dead by now. Killed by either the bandits or by the dangers of the Salt Flats. No, what exactly would they do to him? They like to. You'd be happier not knowing. We've done all we could to keep them away from the town, but they've still managed to abduct some of the best and brightest. Their leader is a vile monster, able to corrupt the hearts of others. Oh.
I mean, corrupt? Seduce, sure.
Time to start cooking. Who touched my kitchen? That smell. It's coming from the pot over there. Stewed fin hearts. This is Senora Juana's specialty. They went bad ages ago. Better put that fire out. During the profound silence, most of Aron was submerged under the sea. Only this small part atop the hill avoided that grim fate, but it too shortly fell into chaos as the harvest failed. The pirates sailed in before the seawater retreated. They claimed they would bring order to Aron, but in truth, they only wished to burn, kill, and maim, forcing the townsfolk to surrender to the reign of terror. Everything they saw was put to the torch.
Backstory of Juana. Just a quick backstory. Oh! Big explosion.
Fire! Help! Fire! The pot blew up!
Merda, why is there a fire here? Javier,
You dried out piece of fin shit. How many times I have to tell you not to let this useless cockeyed bastard in the kitchen until he gets some glasses? Oh, it was fin oil. Oh, sorry, it was all blurry to me.
You use fin oil? Which is kind of like whale oil, but probably more flammable than cooking oil.
Out of my sight, dumbass! Where the hell's Javier? Get over here and put out this fire already.
Oh, he was right in front of the pot. I think he's dead.
Quick, cover it with salt. My clothes! I just sewed up this fin leather coat.
Roast fin leather smells pretty good.
Is Javier okay? Is he dead?
Even if he is lucky enough to be alive, bandits themselves live harsh lives in the wastes. Surely they wouldn't treat their captives well. He's mostly likely dying of hunger or thirst at the very moment.
Are you alright, Elysium?
I'm fine. Senor Calificador, please continue. Needless to say, we can only pray he does nothing to incur their wrath. Their punishment are as barbaric as they are capricious. They'll slit open bellies or chop off hands and feet over the slightest offense.
He is not wrong. He is 100% correct.
To think they
Twist the law like that.
slit open bellies? Or chop off hands and feet, you say?
We're going back and forth.
Get some rum. Give him a swig. Russ, how's my leg?
Alright, lie down. Stay calm. Your leg's still out in the flat. Won't hurt any longer.
We've been looking after you here, Kesk. Don't worry. The surgery was a success. You won't be dying today.
Oh. Just cut his leg off. Can't call it surgery.
He's alive. Surgery's enough for us.
Welp. Back over here.
Calm down, Elysium. There's nothing to suggest these bandits have killed him.
I don't want to think too much about the possibility, but where would we even go to find out?
He does not answer. In the distance, several corpses hang from the pole outside of town, swinging in the wind. A fowl lands on top of it, feasting on the carrion.
Oh, you two are guests of the Inquisition. Those were bandits caught by the alguacil. They were hanged all according to the teachings. Their bodies will serve as a warning to others of their kind.
Dead if you stick with the bandits, dead if you come back looking like a bandit. Or, thorns.
Hey, Joven. You still want that paper you're holding?
Nah, I don't need it anymore. Here, take it.
Gracias. I finally found something to stick my better together with. Isn't this?
What, have you seen him before?
Of course I have. I even sheltered him for a night.
Well, it is thorns. They got their confirmation.
Fleet's heading out into the flat to hunt salt fins in a few days. I'd like the boy to come along. We've lost a lot of men this month. Our surgeon and navigator sacrificed themselves to get us out of the Inquisition's trap. I think he can fill in for their posts.
That's how you plan to fix our manpower problem. I only let him help on the salvage ship because of Teach's guarantee, but did he not almost run away today? And now you're telling me you want him to join you on the Finn ship?
Senora, I know he's a precious alchemist. But he's great with a sword too and knows his medicine. He'll be real handy during our hunt.
You might as well open the door and let him leave. He'll find no shortage of opportunities to escape out there. I'm a pirate, Russ. We're not the most kind sort.
Please, Senora. We've lost way too many men in these last few tussles with the Inquisition.
You're not the only one in this fleet who needs him. We all do.
He's far from a good little boy, you know. In fact, he's rather naughty. How will you ensure he does what he's told?
We'd never met Pasquala before, but he still saved her sorry behind when the Inquisition was chasing her down and saw her safely into town. Didn't ask for a reward either. He could have left Kess to die, but he didn't. Chose to come back and help us save him. He's a good kid, an honest kid. As long as we show him how much we need him, he won't just sit back and watch us suffer.
Any other news from the crew?
Nothing yet. Nothing about our supplies for the next month at least.
Fine. He could go with you.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
So the boy was your friend then. A fine young man. Such a shame what happened. And in the prime of his youth. Alright, fine. I'm going to go find him myself.
Elysium! Elysium!
Weedy, Thorns is definitely out there waiting for us to save him.
I don't know about that. I think he's doing fine on his own.
Here, a communicator. You stay in town, I'll head out into Salt Flat.
Brother, you don't know how to navigate your way through the Salt Flat. You're gonna fall into a pit, let alone get eaten by a sand fin, salt fin. Huh? What? This man's best friend? This man's boyfriend out there in the flats? All on his own, he goes straight out there into danger. Get you a man's like Elysium.
If anything happens here, contact me. We'll keep in touch. Take care.
Elysium!
Wait for me, Thorns, I'm coming.
That dumbass himbo.
Why do you kids never let me finish?
You were trying to say?
It's all a shame. It's a shame a fine young man like that would come back to Iberia just to learn a bit of swordplay. Wouldn't it be better to live out the rest of your days in some other country?
Interesting. Was that important information that Weedy needed to know? Of why Thorns came out here? He wanted to learn some ancient pirate swordplay.
The bread is burnt. Should still be edible at least. That bunch of useless pricks! I'll cave their skulls in one day, mark my words. Lucky we didn't lose too much. Why are you snacking on a lump of charcoal? Because I'm hungry. Toss that out and come with me. Got a lot to learn before you could join a Finship crew.
You gotta learn the ropes. That's where that idiom came from. From sailors. Learning the ropes of a ship.
Finship? What Finship?
Okay. Thorns is now getting introduced right into the crew. EP-3. Dance of Exsanguination. The blood spilled by man and beast alike paints wild strokes across the pale salt flat. She is the one who would see it as a dance.
Thank you for the dinner, Javi. It was delicious.
Senora Juana, I have some questions.
Go on then. No need to hold back.
I feel it's a little risky to be hunting such a massive saltfin with the men that we have. Wouldn't it be safer to go after a school of smaller ones?
The saltfin schools we've reeled in have been far too small. We'll need a lot more alchemical materials for what is to come.
Already prepared plenty.
Still far from enough. The compass was just the beginning. We'll need so much more once we enter the ocean.
Oz, the last cook said you like to make some crazy decisions. Most of the time it makes our blood run hot with excitement. But other times it makes our blood turn to ice.
Yet he was ever loyal to me, supporting even those decisions that made him freeze up inside.
Is that what you expect from me too?
No, which is why he's the previous cook and you're the new one. Do you really wish to spend the rest of your life worrying about your next meal? This is our chance. Seize it, and all our problems will vanish forever. The ocean managed to nurture the entirety of the Golden Age, but our entire fleet can't even compare to your average gang of smugglers.
But the Salt Flat has nurtured us for decades. It hasn't been easy, but you've led us through the years.
The Salt Flat is too barren for us.
The ocean is too dangerous for us.
Think about the townsfolk. They would like nothing more than to be rid of us, and their net draws even closer.
You were never afraid of them.
It's not them that I'm afraid of. It's the flat. Its ecosystem is about to collapse.
Wait, what?
That fissure was just the beginning. Survey teams are reporting that large voids have appeared beneath the salt flat, where underground rivers have dried up.
Underground rivers? Wait a minute.
Voids.
The underground rivers are drying up. The number of microorganisms has dropped sharply, and with it the number of salt fins that feed upon them. It's been a long time since one of our flagships encountered a large school of salt fins.
Why didn't you tell us?
What was I supposed to say? That we're finished if we don't escape this place? What would that accomplish other than causing a panic?
Is this the only way then?
Yes, it's the only way.
I don't think she's lying. Back with thorns. Also, my leg fell asleep.
Ah, the prickles!
Hold up. The prickles? I'm just standing up a bit. Leg fell asleep. Okay, here we go.
A little to the left, thanks.
Month.
Yes, now a little harder.
Month.
That was a long day, learning to catch salt fins with Senor Russ. Ow, my aching shoulders. Yes, that's a spot.
Is he getting massaged by Nene? Nene stomps even harder on Isidro's back as he inhales and exhales deeply.
Nene.
Mom.
Never mind. You wouldn't understand. It's not like I don't want to help you all. When I was little, a beggar taught me a few tricks, just to earn scraps on the streets. But when I met my mentor, he told me those weren't tricks. It was alchemy. I was fascinated by alchemical studies. It earned me praise from my mentor and recognition from my peers. And most importantly, I was no longer a street urchin, with nothing to my name. I was worth something. That is until I learned the most fundamental nature of that school of alchemy.
What do you mean about that fundamental nature? Is it sea-born alchemy? Is it human alchemy? Are we opening up the gate of truth? Isidro pauses. Nene stops stomping and looks up perplexedly.
You can never abandon what you have, Isidro. You fear you will go back to having nothing if you fail. But the nature of alchemy is to achieve your goal, devoting everything to it, no matter the cost. The stakes, everything. The return, a chance. Why is it that only our alchemy was used to sail the seas? Because the ocean demands such quality.
Alchemy was used to sail the seas? Is that how they make the compass work? Sensing Isidro's depression, Nene lies down on his back and chirps gently.
Russ was right. You all just want to live a decent life. Preparing the compass, going to sea. It's not worth the risk. I'm curious, how exactly is Juana's compass constructed? The horizonics inside. Does it truly point towards whatever your heart yearns for the most, as the stories say?
Oh! Literally Pirates of the Caribbean. It's the compass. It's Jack Sparrow's compass.
I just had the chance to study it. Did you fall asleep? Curious, what's going on in my own heart?
What do you want, Thorns? Do you just want to learn a new swords play technique? Or is there something deeper behind that?
Flowers? Dr. Anyora was the first to plant them in town decades ago for use in ointments. Ah, I have seen them before in the halls of the Bastion de Canticos. I've never been. All I know is that it is the first flower to bloom from the salted earth of Aron after so many years of being besieged by the sea. The townsfolk used to give me these as a token of appreciation, I think. Now I feel I should be offering them to you. No, senor. I am unworthy. Had you not taken those measures towards the caravans to obtain the predator burn beasts, we could never have gone after those despicable bandits in the salt flats. I did no more than what must be done. Your duty, of course. I believe you mentioned you were after a forbidden relic the bandits have stolen. What sort of relic could it possibly be to bring you all the way out to this barren land? Compass. There are thousands of antique compasses from old Iberia. None like this. This one corrupts the heart. It leads them to what they want the most in the world. Points towards the user's deepest desires, dredged from the depths of the heart, or so it is said. But those who cast their eyes towards such baseless desires can never turn back. It drives them to theft, robbery, murder. They cannot stop themselves, try as they might. You really think so? It is simply the truth. Is this what you've been preaching to the townsfolk these past few days? It was not I who preached. The people here have already understood the truth, more profoundly than I ever had. Someone had already revealed it to them. Perhaps you. Yes, it was me. I was the one who issued those prohibitions. Why stop then? Why lift the prohibitions? Look at this town. No one here dares touch the new goods and technologies that the caravans bring. No one dares leave their house after dark. They dare not fill their stomachs, even in years of plenty. Every word I use to shackle these poor people has continued to shackle them. They see it differently. Was it not your deeds that helped them lay aside their dreams and laments for wealth and power? Was it not your words that encouraged them to take up hoe and the scythe? Times have changed, Senor Aguacil. Times have changed, Senor Calificador. The deepest desires of the heart should never be probed. Not by anyone. Not anywhere. Never. Says the cannibal.
Okay!
Salt fins ahoy! 2 meters wide, 18 long.
Now that's a big one. Chase them down. Full speed ahead. Harpoons ready. Hard to port. Full speed.
Harpoons up. Hey ho! In the waves the big one rolls. Stomp the planks, hoist the sails. Round the high winds a wail. Hey ho, up we go! Before the sun sinks low. What you watching from the corner for, Shabal?
Oh, nothing.
Ugh. Watch yourself. But the shaking is a good thing. Means we're getting close. Where the boss put you? Feeling in the net from here or joining the hunt in the salts?
Senora Wana won't let me leave the ship.
I don't get it. With your sword hand, you'd be much more useful on the hunt.
She didn't give me any particular job either. Just told me I could do whatever I can.
Weird.
She's usually so detailed. Maybe the standards are laxer for the new guy.
I don't know. Maybe she's trying to see what instincts you have.
I see it! Finn, shit, that's a big one! Lower the boat, don't let it get away! Wait, it's turning!
Full rudder! It's running into us! Not in the best mood, big guy. Well, my mood couldn't be better. Change of plans, Perlita. Javier, stay aboard. I'll lead the hunt myself.
We love a woman that takes initiative. We love a 100-year-old gilf.
But Senora, you haven't led a hunt in ages. Do as I say. Javier, come back. Take the helm.
It's too dangerous, Senora.
This one's too much for you, Javi. Stay on the ship. I need you to work with me.
Then what should I do?
See the salt reef in the shape of a tongue? Herd it there with salt rounds. I'll handle the rest.
Aye aye.
Full rudder! Hang tight! Salt ship makes a hard turn starboard. Starboard, larboard. Not quite quickly enough to avoid brushing against the side of the charging salt fin. Cold sweat rolls down everyone's backs at the grating sound. Hanging onto a fence for dear life, Isidro looks towards where the sound came from. He sees a massive salt fin swim past the ship, sending stinging salt grains flying across the deck.
How could a salt fin grow this big?
I thought the last one was the biggest I'd ever see.
No, Cheval. Even I've never seen one this big.
What?
We never hunt ones this big. Not by choice. This is local. We're in over our heads.
Load! Aim! Fire! Port broadside! Fire! Salt rounds! Aim for the eyes and nostril. Hitting the shell won't do a damn thing. It has a fucking shell!
Senora Juana in position.
Boss! Boss!
She just went down.
You gotta stop the hunt! We're in way over our heads!
And how could we eat tomorrow if we don't hunt today?
What's the matter, Russ? It's twice as big as any other salt fin. Only the leader of the school could grow this big. So you'd expect it to have a whole school behind it, but I sure don't see one.
Get to the point, Professor.
Either it lost its school, or it was abandoned. Either way, it's mad. Real mad.
Does Senora Juana know about this? It was her plan.
She's toying with our lives again. If that thing decides to bring us down with it, we're all...
Teach. Senora and the hunting team have already left. It's too late to back down. Don't let the rest of the crew know. We can't afford a panic. Keep firing, Javier. I'd rather die in a hunt today than of starvation in a month. Listen to your gilfs.
Boss, can we really take on this guy?
Of course, and we'll win. Wait for it to turn around and aim for the gaps in its shell.
If you can hit the nostril, all the better.
It's coming straight for us!
Row, hard forward. What do you mean they're in a dinghy?
Aye aye.
Harpoon's ready. Now. Good. Keep it up.
It's too strong. I can't hold this rope much longer.
You've only got one hand, by the way. I'm with you. All hands, again. Good. Someone hit the nostril. Hold that rope until like your life depends on it. Because it does.
Ah!
30 meters left. Keep holding on. 20 meters. 10 meters.
We're out of rope!
Just a little more. It's coming out of the salt layer. Now reel it in. Juana rides her boat towards the salt fin as the rope is reeled in.
Its thick hide has been pierced by dozens of harpoons, blood seeping out from the wounds. Listening to its heavy, rapid breathing, Wana knows that its life is coming to an end. She cannot help but place her hand on the massive figure, feeling its life flow out little by little, until the saltfin closes its eyes, still raging against the dying of the light of its last breath.
Phew. Finally.
We did it! Hail the salt ship. Have them come for us.
Aye aye! Wait! Look out, Senora!
It's not dead yet.
Wait, what? Wana feels a gaze filled with overwhelming malice upon her.
She looks up at its eyes filled with hatred and anger.
The next instant, the saltfin begins flailing violently, sending blood-stained salt flying, falling over the sailors like rain. It breaks free of the ropes, leaving behind only the harpoons still impaled in its hide. It raises its tail fin high.
Retreat! Retreat!
No!
Several boats are quickly snapped in two by the saltfin's attack. The air is filled with the screams of injured sailors.
The sound seems to fill Wana with a certain resolve.
She charges towards the saltfin and grabs one of the harpoons on its back. It leaps up, trying to shake her off. That's my gilf?
It's too dangerous, Senora! Let go!
No, this one is mine, as long as I still breathe.
The saltfin sweeps aside the boats in front of it and swims into the distance, carrying Wana on its back. It does so with astounding speed, like an arrow from a bow or a dying star. It's gonna die eventually. We just need to be around when it does.
Faster! We have to catch it!
Stop! Stop! That's as far as we can go! The beast dragged Wana into the skeletal reef.
Javier! Javier!
You're right, Russ. I shouldn't have knocked you out.
Not the first time. I know how you can get. Listen for once. We can't chase her. The steam and skeletal reef will tear our ship apart. You won't go. Give me a boat. I'll find her. No one survives that place. Not us. Not. Wana can. Are you with me or not, Teach?
Don't be reckless, Javier.
You're just gonna let her die?
No one wants to lose our leader,
But we can't lose you too.
You're cook! Bro, you're kind of important. Although, where is Thorns in all of this?
She liked you. If something happens to her, you have a responsibility for what comes next.
I'll go.
Maybe so, Teach, but she won't die. I won't let her. Who's with me? Count me in!
And me!
Do you mind if I join you?
Sailors part to let Isidro through.
If it isn't a resident alchemist, I figured you'd keep your mouth shut forever. What could you possibly do, Cheval? I can help you get out of that valley alive.
The skeletal reef.
It has steam? We're ready, Senor Silver.
Good. Take them in my command.
Yes, sir. Is this an ambush?
Are you sure those bandits will pass through here, Senor Alguacil?
Yes, they're short on supplies. Saltfins are their only food source in the salt flat. From what the caravans tell us, they must travel through this passage when they return from a hunt. Exhausted by their quarry, they will be no match for us.
Good. With this ambush, it will be all but over. Things will improve in town once we have the bandits' technology and supplies. Right. Anastasio.
Why are you grinning that way? Anastasio mutters something, but Silver does not hear it. Silver? He simply gazes upon the vast salt flat before him, as if seeing the town's prosperous future out there. Well, Juana, our gilf, has been lost at salt. Not lost at sea, lost at salt. She just hung upon the giant salt fin. And now we gotta go on a rescue mission to save her from the skeletal flats. The skeletal reef. Watch out! Steam pillar!
So this is your brilliant plan? To have us all die here? Sorry, I'll be more careful.
The test tube that Isidro throws bursts in midair, creating a golden mist. The mist soon dispersed by a faintly red jet of air, followed by a powerful burst of steam.
So let us predict the steam burst. I don't have too many left. We need to hurry. Huh.
Wreckage ahead, Javier. Watch out.
I could blow it up. No need. I know what you could do, Cheval. Okay, the ship looks like it's been here for a while.
It's the first salt ship Juana ever built. She thought it could take us through the skeletal reef and back to sea.
She failed. Lost almost everything. See any trace of the boss? Yes, not far now.
The ship continues sailing past a row of towering bone spikes. The cracks running through the surface are filled with blood.
Saltfin blood. Don't let it get to you.
Isidro picks up a piece of salt that rolled down from the cliffs and throws it out. He opens its palm and finds it sticky with the blood from the salt.
There's blood everywhere. What kind of fight happened here?
Is the boss even alive? We'll find out soon.
Past the bone pillars, a massive salt fin lies lifeless on the ground, its skull punctured by a helm wheel. Holy shit, that's metal! She killed it with a blunt wheel? The master of the wheel lays still on its back, blood dripping down her feet.
Senora.
Juana, no!
They disembark and climb the beast's back. Javier touches the woman's arm. It's still warm, but the fact fills him with even more sorrow.
I'm sorry. We were too late.
Yes, you were.
Senora?
And there I was, hoping I wouldn't need to do all the work myself.
Are you okay, boss? You're covered in blood.
It's not mine. It put up a good fight, but I outlasted it. You got anything to drink, Isidro?
Of course.
Oh my god, what a badass. She has the blunt wheel right in the back, right in its head. Holy shit. Juana takes the bottle, climbs down the salt fin's back, and sits down, leaning against it. She takes a few swigs and looks at the crowd that had gathered with a smile on her face.
Saltfin Garum, what a shame. What I wouldn't do for some fine rum right now. Could you lend me a shoulder, Isidro? I have to admit I'm rather spent after all that.
Thorns?
Me?
I'll do it.
I'll do it.
Let the boy do it. You folks need to start butchering the saltfin. And take that wheel out for me, won't you, Javi?
Si, senora. Over here, boy. Alright. Now,
you should never rush a lady. Always let her finish her business.
Juana unhurriedly downs the liquid in the bottle, casually tossing the bottle cap in the air and catching it with her own hand. Isidro can only watch and wait. There is movement in Juana's throat from time to time. She takes her time swallowing. Yeah, garum is fermented fish paste, or fish innards. Whatever it is. It's not rum, but it probably also definitely isn't as distilled as they would like it to be. Or rather, it takes great effort for her to swallow.
you hiding your injury?
Just hold on to me. Steady now. Listen, Joven. I can't get hurt. Fleet morale has been shaky enough already. I have to seem invincible.
You just gave them an entire month's worth of meals. They take care of you.
I'm not worried about betrayal, but if I go down, they'll think the situation is dire. And that's when they start panicking. So keep me steady. I don't want to fall on my face in front of everyone.
Your ribs are cracked. I can't hold you too hard.
Oh boy.
It's alright. I can take it.
Is she gonna need surgery? I don't know if they could fix cracked ribs out here. You got that seaborn dog in you, don't you? Surely.
Senor Calificador, there's a salt ship approaching from the southwest.
Hand me your scope. Seems like they've had quite the catch. Just look at that thing they're dragging behind. Would you like to see for yourself?
No need. I'll give the order to attack.
Oh no, we just came back. We're all tired. Uh-oh. Silver raises the spyglass. Through the round lens, he sees a skull flag flapping in the wind. In all his years in the salt flat, he had never looked forward to it so much. We're gonna get ambushed. Wait, who is we? These guys are still bandits? They also did the town pretty dirty. They're kinda... This is comeuppance? They're gonna deserve this?
How is it?
Enough for everyone, and then some.
Good. Then we'll have plenty of materials to repair the compass.
Right. This is for the compass. It's not food.
I guess.
Senora,
Yes?
Leave the rest to me. You're tired. Need to rest.
I suppose you're right. I know I can count on you.
Need any help getting back to your quarters?
Just do your job. I'm exhausted, not crippled.
Aye aye.
Got a question, Jabal.
Yeah?
Is the boss hurt?
Why would you think that? There's nothing wrong with her.
Don't lie to me. Liars get lashes in this screw, you know.
Of course. Are you worried?
Of course I am. She never shows weakness in front of others. I hardly ever see her get injured, but for some reason she keeps getting new scars. If she's hurt, I don't want her to hide it from us.
She'll be fine.
Surely. Surely some broken ribs can just iron themselves out in like a month or two.
Target in range. Fire at will.
But they're not gonna see this coming. Ah!
What was that? It's the Inquisition. Where's my wheel? They came for our quarry.
But I'll go. Just inside. Just wait inside.
And watch as the Inquisition take what's mine? Never.
Oh, she's gonna die out there.
Wanna!
This is how Thorns becomes the captain of the crew. Somehow.
Promise me you'll... Look out! What the...
Ah!
Ambush! Take cover! Mierda! It's the Inquisition!
What's going on?
Wish I knew. Someone must have leaked our hunting route.
Teach, those fin shits came for our catch.
Tell me something I don't know. What about the guards?
They were caught by surprise. We've got casualties.
Tell them to pull back.
What about the salt fin?
Is that meat more important than our lives? Full speed ahead. Shake them.
Not part of your crew, though.
I'll check on the salt fin.
Can't we bait out some bigger beastie out there? Lisan Al Gaib. There's always a bigger fish, right?
The guards around the salt fin have been neutralized. We've cut the rope. They can't pull the meat with them.
No, we worked hard for that.
The remaining pirates.
Hiding inside the ship.
Shame. We could have taken the ship too if we had more men. What of Alguacil?
Went to pursue the ones who fled.
Tell him to return. We have the salt fin. No need to overextend ourselves.
Well, at least the townspeople got food for the rest of the month. I'd say, look, man, they've earned it.
Senor!
Massive helm wheel flies towards Silver. He jumps back in the nick of time and almost falls backwards. Oh no.
A woman in black leaps down from the salt ship, catching the flying helm in her hand.
She threw it like a fucking boomerang. What the hell is she? An abyssal hunter?
No, wait a minute.
Oh. The timing lines up. Wana is over 100 years old. The Abyssal Hunter program has been around for like 400 years. She has red eyes. She's an Abyssal Hunter. Holy. That explains everything. She doesn't have the white hair though. Maybe she's like a first gen. No, wait. No, yeah. The lineup probably tracks. But wait, Opianus was the first Abyssal Hunter. Wait, no, never mind. She has Abyssal Hunter characteristics. However, she's not part of the Abyssal Hunter program. Which only means the common denominator here is seaborn blood.
Where do you think you're going with my catch, Inquisitor?
You, the corrupting Aegir.
Oh, it's you, Yoren. I thought you might grow up a little even when you became Calificador. But it seems you're no different from your treacherous predecessor, Silver. Always looking to stab people in the back.
Did you expect to be treated kindly, sinner?
Was I being too nice? Would you prefer to continue this conversation with the sword?
Uh-oh.
Did you perhaps think that by killing the Arbiter of Justice, you would become one? I was wondering what you got bold enough to venture into the salt flat. You found the backer.
Uh-oh. She stayed behind with the catch while the ship fled. She's going to die. No, my 100-year-old Abyssal Hunter Gilf.
That woman is the leader of the pirates, Senor Alguacil.
Then you're the mastermind behind the theft of the compass. Tell me, do you cling to it even now? And what loathsome desires has it drawn from you?
Damn it, my wounds. I can't dodge.
Thorns!
Are you out of your mind? He almost hit you.
Oh wait, no, that's thorns.
He almost hit you.
Silence, Yoven. Do you think I wanted to get hit?
We need to get back to the ship. That guy's too strong for us. We can't fight him like this.
Ah, we meet again. Then you shall receive judgment together.
We need to go. They came prepared. While we're exhausted.
You're not going to help, then stay out of my way.
Teach gave the order to sail. You'll be left behind. The ship needs to shake them. We can't wait for you.
You go back.
Wana tries to stand but cannot find the strength. The Alguacil and the warrior priest approach. In the distance, Silver stands atop the catch with a smug expression. Enough food to feed the fleet for a month. Imported materials for repairing the compass. She cannot afford to lose it if she is to return to the ocean. Senora Wana, come back! Wana hears Javier's voice calling to her from the ship's stern.
Grab Wana, Cheval. We're throwing the ladder down. Their wounds have opened up.
What are you waiting for? Get up here!
She must not pass out. Her crew needs her. There is a future she must lead her fleet into. She made a promise to cruise.
Ah, I see.
Don't let them get away.
Yes, sir!
Senora Juana! Juana!
Senora Juana!
Shut up. She can withstand the pain and darkness back no longer. They overcome her.
Rip. Rip. No.
Juana, you're awake.
I.
Don't worry, we're safe.
Where's Teach?
She's busy elsewhere. I'm here by your side.
Well, what about the boy? Where did he go? Did he run away?
No, he brought you back. If you want to see him, I can go get him.
What is he doing?
He's with Teach, treating the crew members who were injured in the attack.
Not a lot of resources out here in the flats. Just two groups struggling to survive. Although one of which was raided first, not gonna lie. One of which was raided first by a bunch of bandits that didn't care for their lives, just saying. I'm like, Rip Bozo, kinda deserved. I know we've buddied up with these pirates, but it's like, they did raise Aron. So, just saying.
Sorry, this ointment hurts when it's applied, but the bleeding should stop soon.
Oh, shut up and stop whining.
Go on. I can take it.
How's it going on your end?
Not much we could do. Bury the dead and salt as soon as we can. Nishaval, Kesk wants to see you. Is he hurt?
Didn't we save Kesk like a while ago? Don't tell me he's dying.
Got shot in the liver. He's on his last legs. Said he wanted to see you. Take me to him.
Well, Kesk, you were right. Maybe this crazy plan to go back to the sea was a fool's errand. But Juana is probably right that the ecosystem in the flats is dying. Why? There are voids appearing underneath the desert somehow, somewhere. Voids? What do you mean by voids? What does that mean? There are voids appearing in the underground river drying up. Where's the water going? Something tells me we're gonna have some collapsal seaborne shenanigans intermingling. I don't know.
Isidro makes his way through the wounded, a bowl of hot soup in hand. Amongst the many pale faces, he sees a familiar one, smiling at him with what little strength he has left. He sits beside the wounded man and smiles back. Damn ugly when you smile, you know that. Sounds like you're in good spirits. Here, brought some soup. You'll feel better. No, don't waste it. Thanks for coming to see me. Saving my hide back then. I wanted to ask, why did you save me? I thought I was going to die so many times over my journeys. Every time, I was lucky enough to meet someone who cared. I know how it feels to be waiting for death. It's not pleasant. I never knew a damn thing about you. Tell me more. You got a home? No, don't.
Not even Rhodes Island?
A family? Not any I grew up with. My parents left when I was young. I see. How about you tell them where you learned that bag of tricks? Sure. Some different people took pity on me and taught me how to survive. Bits and pieces here and there. There was a teacher who taught me how to use a sword. We lived together for a long time. I learned a lot from him. Must have invested a lot in you. Yeah. He raised me as his successor. Why didn't you stay with him? Didn't live that way. Made me feel safe. What's wrong with that? Things worse than feeling safe. Makes you let your guard down. But nowhere is truly safe. You know, amigo, you don't have a home. Don't like feeling safe. Don't want to settle down. Living side by side with danger. You were born to be a pirate. I was. Cedro says no more. The soup has long since become cold in the night wind. Salt flat. Raises the bowl, takes a sip. It's been a month and he's already used to its thick, salty flavor.
Rip. Rest in peace, Kesk, and the numerous dead. From not only the hunt, but the ambush. Everyone be struggling out here in the salt flats. It seems like everyone's injured. Captain is also gravely injured. How are they supposed to treat a rib injury out here in the desert flats of Iberia? I don't know. It doesn't seem like she's gonna last for too long, considering Thorin seems like he's about to become captain. So there is that. Also, Polyvision Museum went live while we were reading Exodus from the Pale Sea. This weekend on Saturday, we'll be doing EX stages, and then on Sunday, more Monster Prom. We'll be doing Nico's second secret ending. We'll continue our story reading on Tuesday, but until then, thank you to everyone that uses a second monitor content, watched us react to and read through Exodus from the Pale Sea. Once again, my name is Nez, and thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you friendos this weekend for EX stages, and maybe Polyvision, ? If we can finish in time and we have enough time, I don't know. A lot to do. Bye-bye, friendos.